Stay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP,
where business goes to grow.
Hey, Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, a very pleasant Tuesday to you and yours. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios on another edition of Pirate Radio Live here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com. And watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. A lot of great goodies on our YouTube page, including soon, if it's not already up, we'll have the fallout from Joe Dooley and the Pirate players after a victory today on Tuesday. Paint it purple. Not all victories are created equal, as this one was an ugly one for East Carolina, but we will certainly take it as the Pirates wrap up their regular season with a 9-3 record, and we'll now look ahead to Wichita State coming up next Wednesday night in Minges Coliseum. We will break down what happened earlier today in Minges in just a moment. Also, coming up on today's show, planning to hook up with Mike Maniscalco, the play-by-play voice of the Carolina Hurricanes. He will join us in about 15 minutes, and I had hooked up this conversation with Mike before I knew that the NHL was going to take a hiatus. The NHL will be on a break with all the COVID stuff going on beginning on Wednesday, and the Carolina Hurricanes have had their issues with COVID, with injuries, been playing undermanned. Have had to grit out some wins. So we're going to talk to Mike Maniscalco about everything that's taken place so far in the NHL season, and also looking ahead at what's going to happen. But the NHL will take a pause on Wednesday, 2 days before its planned Christmas break. So all facilities will be closed Wednesday through Saturday, as the teams in the league will try to weather a COVID outbreak. So the schedule is set to resume on December 27th. So that's the word from the NHL. We'll talk to Mike Maniscalco. He'll get a little break from Colin Kane's games, it appears, and we'll talk to him in just a little bit. Brian North will join us coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll talk about the Panthers issues, big picture and small picture. What does the rest of this year look like, and more importantly, what does the future look like for the Carolina Panthers? We'll talk about that. We'll talk we'll go 40 bowls in 14 days with Brian North, and talk some more sports. What's going on in the world of sports right now with COVID creeping back into the games that we love. We'll open up the treasure chest coming up in hour 2 and hour 3 of today's show. So we'll open it up for the first time around 4:25. We'll do it again at around 5:25. So get your dialing finger ready for that. We've got 2 prizes to give away today, and then we'll have one final prize in the 5 o'clock hour tomorrow, as believe it or not, we have just about emptied out the treasure chest, but still some great prizes left to go, and we'll open up a couple today. Jeff Nadu will talk to us one final time on this show. We might catch up with him before the Military Bowl next Monday, but we'll get his final bowl picks, talk some college basketball, his Eagles taking on my football team tonight. So we'll talk NFL and more with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, at around 4:40. Stephen Igoe, Voice of the Colors, joins us at 5 o'clock as we'll talk all things ECU. And once again, open the treasure chest in hour 3. So that is the setup. I just saw that I was about to get on our Facebook Live feed to see what's going on there, and saw that I had a Facebook memory from 8 years ago. I was at PNC Arena watching the Pirates take on NC State 8 years ago, which was a good game. Was it TJ Warren maybe for NC State then that had a big game, I think, for the Pack? Akeem Richmond. Well, the Pirates got off to a good start in that game, hitting some threes. I remember it being a competitive game.
Is that like the Cat Barber days as well?
Maybe so. Cat Barber!
Lorenzo Brown? No, maybe not.
I think T.J. Warren was the big scorer
Cat
for NC
Barber
State that day. Let me see if I can find it. Let's get a box score from that game. So let's see.
Was that who else was on the ECU? Zingari? Michael Zingari was on that team, I believe. Maybe got some action in that game.
Akeem Richmond had 23 for the Pirates in the loss, hitting 5 3-pointers. Caleb White had 14.
God, Caleb White was here for such a long time.
Yeah, because he played as a freshman, so he was around here for a while. Prince Williams added 12. Paris Roberts Campbell with 11.
Roberts Campbell. That's who I was trying to think of. It was the three-worded name. Paris Roberts Campbell. That's him.
Antonio Robinson had 9. Michael Zangari added 6, and Brandon Stith with 4 off the bench. And yes, it was T.J. Warren with 32 points. And also, they kept running that dang lob play to Vanderberg, who had 18 points on 9 of 10 shooting, because every shot he took was just his hands over the basket putting the ball in.
I remember.
So, they had Cat Barber. They had, Ralston Turner. Added 11 in that game. So, that was 8 years ago. Why not talk about the game that just happened? And that was East Carolina knocking off Southern Miss, and it was a struggle for the Pirates today.
Yeah.
But they picked up a win. CJ, did you go to the game? Yeah, CJ was there. If you'd like to add to this conversation, feel free. But today, the Pirates win at 68-67 over Southern Miss. They were up, 8-10 in the first half, and then lost the lead, and we're down 5 at the break to a bad Southern Miss team who have been road warriors, who have been struggling this year. They got 4 wins coming into this game. The net rating and all that stuff you look at is 300 plus. So this was a bad opponent that you needed to beat at home, and East Carolina kind of sleptwalked their way to a 1-point victory. Were able to come back in the second half and pick up a win. They were down as much as, I think, 8 there in the second half, and were able to get enough stops and enough buckets to win. And Tristan Newton led the way. And watching the game, I didn't realize he had this many points. He had 22 points today. A lot of those coming from the free throw line, 10 of 11 from the stripe. Brandon Suggs, rough first half, but ended up with 11 points for East Carolina today, and had 3 rebounds, 4 turnovers. I'm a Brandon Suggs guy. He likes to turn it over a little bit.
He had that one play, man, that really made me scratch my head. And we've seen these type of turnovers from the Pirates this year where it's just kind of lackadaisical, like very careless turnovers and mistakes, where he got a rebound and then tossed it to who he thought was going to be J.J. Miles, and J.J. was not paying attention.
He was running down the court.
Yeah, and the ball just kind of slowly goes out of bounds. Like going in the conference play, those types of mistakes, and there's going to be mistakes, but those types of mistakes cannot happen for the Pirates.
Unforced errors, can't have them. 15.7 rebounds for Vance Jackson today. He hit a couple from beyond the arc, but East Carolina really struggled from 3 today, just 4 of 16. CJ, what did you see from Minji's Coliseum today that stood out to you?
So I saw a lot of lulls, especially I'd say like last 8 to 10 minutes of the first half, first 8 to 10 minutes of the second half. There were a lot of lulls. That's where some of those turnovers that Chandler talked about right there, that's where a lot of those turnovers came. The ball movement was bad. A lot of people were trying to play hero ball to catch back up to a Southern Miss team that really we shouldn't have been down to at all in this game, and probably should have handled them a lot quicker than we did. We didn't really handle them at all, per se. And Tristan Newton actually said this in the post-game presser, too. He said it went a lot through him. He held on to the ball a lot. He should have been, looking for his open teammates, forced up a lot of shots. And when you started doing that, you saw ECU try to creep back in the game, started to clamp up a little bit defensively to close out the game. Southern Miss shot the ball from three really well. And to close out the game, there was a lot better perimeter defense. And you saw that reflect on the end-of-game shooting numbers, which didn't look nearly as well from three as, let's say, before the under 8 timeout in the second half. So ECU's defensive game stepped up, their ball movement stepped up, and ultimately that's the reason we aren't a little more somber coming into this show.
Did Dooley say something post-game, something like the ball got stuck or something like that, referring to the lack of ball movement, yes. I guess, something like that? Yeah, I saw that term written out. I hadn't heard the post-game yet. Hopefully we'll have that for you at some point during today's program, but I guess it's good that we're so blasé after a win. It doesn't feel great.
It doesn't feel great. These are, at the end of the day, a win is a win, and
there's upsets every day.
Right. We're still going into conference play. Was it 9-3? Right?
9-3, and East Carolina has not been picked off. They have not been upset this year.
Right.
Every game they've lost, they've been underdogs.
There's been some struggles, but on the flip side, you look at the Liberty game and the Davidson game where you held leads and you did blow the leads, but you proved that you could hang around in those kind of games with teams that are better than you on paper. And same with Oklahoma. And let's say go into conference play. Let's say you split the games, go 9-9. Now you're 18-12, and possibly looking at
that is
it's an overstatement. Possibly.
I'll take that right now.
That's what you. The point I'm trying to make is that's what you have to do if you want to play some postseason basketball. That's probably the minimum you have to do.
Yeah.
Will we do it? I don't know, but it's nice to be an optimist.
No, it is. I like and I realize you're young and you have not been through as many basketball seasons as I have.
Right. I have to hear it secondhand. So
keep your positivity, CJ, for as long as you can before you become an old, bitter man. That's my advice to you today. Chandler, how are you doing in that regard, being around Pirate Radio and me all the time? You've probably become a lot more negative over your years here at Pirate Radio, haven't you?
Yeah, I was dismissed from the Thanksgiving table because I was so negative.
This year?
Yep.
Wait.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, that would have been a great story.
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of always have been kind of a negative thinker. You are just more of a negative, you actually are negative verbally. You talk about the negative things. I don't try to talk about. Sometimes I do. You've watched football with me, or a watch along or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, something great happens, and then I'm like, oh, well, you watch us throw a pick six here, or
I'll tell you
this
what,
and that.
There was only one negative Nancy sitting at this table watching the game today, and that was you.
And where did that come from?
And you really came after Brandon Suggs hard today, and I did not appreciate it.
He made some bad mistakes today, man, and I'm not going to put up with it.
What does that mean? Are you writing an email to Dooley to try to kick him off the team?
This is from the helm, by the way, from Chandler Honeycutt. No more turnovers, no more stupid turnovers from the Pirates this year.
I always see, I get it, but when, people on a message board or social media say, this is unacceptable. What does that mean? You're not going to accept it. So what does that mean?
Here's the thing. Those people are joking. Or those people are being serious. I'm joking.
All right, but you went too hard today, and
I was getting a little frustrated.
You owe me and Brandon Suggs, mostly me,
I don't owe you an apology.
You do.
For what?
For how you were talking today.
To the TV and to a basketball game?
Yes.
To you?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was too harsh.
Okay.
It was unacceptable, and I'm not going to accept it.
You know what?
I'm not accepting that.
You know what? I apologize.
You know what? I accept your apology.
Awesome.
That's how it's done. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We got a lot to do on this program. We'll try to hook up with Mike Maniscalco and talk some Hurricanes hockey when we return. We'll get more into ECU basketball later on in our program. And have more for you on Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you on a dark gray Tuesday after this.
Tis the season to shop Shimmer Boutique. It is your one-stop shop for the whole family this holiday season. This is Ashley from Shimmer, and supporting local is important. That's why we have the widest range of local North Carolina clothing. Shimmer carries a great variety of men's, youth, women's clothing, and jewelry as well. Plus, we will always help you pick out your gifts and even gift wrap them for free. Let's make holiday shopping easy and fun with Shimmer Boutique, located on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks, in Winterville besides New River Pottery, and in Jacksonville.
It's the holiday season, and maybe you need a place to gather the family, the office Christmas party, a Sunday school class, or even a church gathering. I'm Billy Parker from Parker's Barbecue, and I invite you to bring your organization or group to us. We have multiple banquet rooms that can accommodate from 10 to 110 people, and anything in between. Plus, we never charge a fee for the room. Enjoy all of our homemade sides, fresh fried chicken, delicious barbecue with your own private server. Let Parker's Barbecue be your go-to for any and all events. Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Parker's Barbecue, where you're always treated like family.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
You'll save a whole lot of money with Christmas cash savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Spruce up your home in style and save up to 15% off store-wide, plus 6 months special financing, or choose 48-month special financing. Give yourself the gift of better sleep on a new mattress with 48-month special financing, plus a wide selection of in-stock and top-of-the-line Serta and Restonic mattresses. Don't miss Christmas cash savings going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard, across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at carolinaqualityair.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Great. It's 30 degrees in here. This is going to be a cold night.
No one's coming out this late.
I'm on firewood.
Dad! I'll put hot coals in our socks for bedtime. Mom!
Hi, I'm from Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Got an email about your heat being out?
That was me. I sent it from my phone.
I think your socks are on fire.
Call Delcor today to get an $85 winter tune-up. Offer expires soon. Go to DELCORINC.com or call 252-321-8868. Winter tune-up only good for first-time customers and is based on per unit price. Call Delcor for details.
This is Holt Nailers. Join me and the other Pirate Radio athletes exclusively each Monday on PRL.
listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We're with you on Wednesday. And then we'll have some best of shows Thursday, Friday. We'll be back with you live Monday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, 10:30 a.m., taking you up to the 2:30 kickoff. East Carolina taking on BC, Boston College, in the Military Bowl. Looking forward to that. We will not be seeing a lot of Canes hockey for a little while because the NHL is going on a pause, and we'll talk about that with Mike Maniscalco, who is the play-by-play voice of the Carolina Hurricanes. You watch him and Trip Tracy during all the Canes games. He joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. Mike, thanks so much for your time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Clip. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. And, Mike, when I set this up, I thought we'd be talking about some more Canes games this week, but the NHL will put a pause on the season coming up on Wednesday. I do believe, Mike, is there one scheduled game tonight? Is it Tampa and Vegas? Are they going to play that game tonight?
They're going to try to get that game in tonight, and then we will get to the holiday break much earlier than we had anticipated, Cliff, just because of what's been going on in the world. But, yeah, one more game, and then the NHL has put everything on shutdown. So they moved things up a day. They were supposed to be completely done until the 26th. Now you can return to practice at 2 o'clock on the 26th, which is Sunday, the day after Christmas Day.
So the Canes are scheduled to play the Panthers on Monday, the 27th. And is that, if everything goes right, Mike, is that when we're expecting the next game to be for Carolina?
As far as I know, it's different.
Yeah,
Gary Bettman and Bill Daly haven't called me to let me know the full plan, but yeah, that's what we're expecting, to have the Florida Panthers in town, and hockey will hopefully pick back up because a lot of players will be out of the COVID protocol who are in it right now, Clip, when we get to that date. Hopefully, knock on wood, fingers crossed, and everything that you need to do to make sure that happens.
We got NFL still Week 15 going on tonight, Mike. My Washington football team taking on Philadelphia. They've got tons of COVID issues up there in Washington, and a lot of teams have been dealing with this. And the Carolina Hurricanes are one of those teams. They've had to kind of gut together some wins here, Mike. Right, undermanned here in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, they were down 6 regular players for about 4 games, depending on how you want to look at when the COVID protocol took effect. And when you say regular players, we're talking about Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov, their 2 top scorers when it comes to what they do on the forward ranks. Jordan Stahl, their best defensive forward, their captain, and a guy who does so much more than what just shows up on the score sheet. Seth Jarvis, who's been an outstanding rookie for this team, he's been on the COVID protocol list. So, the Canes have missed a lot of those players. Ian Cole, who's an excellent defenseman, and Stephen Lawrence, who's a really good energy guy for this team. So they played without them, and they dipped down to the minors. One, they called up Jack Drury, who's a rookie, and all he's done is score a goal in his first 2 NHL games, so he's been outstanding. But, Clip, the difference between this Hurricanes team this year and years past, when before, we can't say dealing with this situation because it feels like we've dealt with COVID protocols forever. But really, it's only been about 2 seasons. One half season, it put a little bit of a brakes on the season before we went into the bubble, and now this year. But whenever the Canes would have to dip down into the minors for players, it was guys that you were hoping could play NHL minutes, and now we're talking about guys like Josh Lavo, Stefan Nason. These are guys who have NHL experience. Jalen Chatfield on the blue line, NHL experience. Brendan Smith, who they signed to be their 6'7" defenseman this year. He's basically been a regular for the Canes this year with what's happened on the blue line, either through injury or through players having to deal with COVID protocol. But the depth of this organization is the best it's ever been, and it's 1 through 12 in the forwards at the NHL level, 1 through 6 for the defensemen, but it dips down to Chicago as well, where their AHL affiliate is. And when they have to tap a guy to come up and play, You're not bringing in a guy who's just a body so you can have numbers. You're bringing in a guy who can actually play at the NHL level, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I think you just answered my next question. The Canes went through that 3-game losing streak, but since then have won 6 of 7, and a lot of those undermanned, like we talked about. So I was going to ask you, Mike, what percentage of it is it like Brindamore guts, gritty, grinding out a win, and what percentage of that is the Canes being more talented than their opponent, despite being undermanned, so to speak? So what is the pie chart look like on that, Mike?
For me, it's 100% Rod Brindamore. And if you ask Rod Brindamore, he'd tell you it's 100% that the team is more talented, and they have that. So let's split the difference right now and go 50-50. We've got to give, and I don't think he doesn't take enough credit for what he does, but we can never give enough credit for what Rod Brindamore has meant to this team, for the culture that he has established, the work ethic, the way that it needs to be done right. But then you look at the job that Don Waddell has done as the general manager, Tom Dundon. This is a cap team, meaning they spend up to the salary cap to put the best product that they possibly can on the ice for the Carolina Hurricanes. But then it goes underneath them. It goes to Darren York, the assistant general manager, Eric Tulsky, an assistant general manager, where they find the right players, identify players that can fit this team, fit the systems that they want to play. And then it comes to the players themselves, where they hold each other to such a high standard, and that's been a big thing. And, it's funny, Cliff, that you mentioned, the losing streak. And unless you're playing, college football, which is 12 games, or the NFL, which is 16, you can't have a 4-game losing streak. That's the end of the world. But for me, it's always been for baseball, for basketball, for hockey, anything that's playing, 82 games, 100-plus games, you're going to lose a game in the course of the season. And this might be breaking news. I don't know if you've got a news sounder for it, but these are for fans everywhere. Even the best teams, the teams that win everything, will go on a losing streak at some point in time in the year of more than 1 game. It doesn't mean that they're terrible and you should fire the coach or rearrange everything. But it's the funny thing, and I can say this because we're on the other side of it. When the Canes went 1-4-1 during that stretch, and everybody was wondering what was going on, what was wrong with them, Cliff, I'm telling you, they played great hockey. They just didn't get a bounce.
Yeah.
I can tell you that they ran into hot goaltenders, and that's somewhat true. James Reimer was very good against the Canes in San Jose, and Philip Grubauer was outstanding for the Seattle Kraken in those games at the end of that first West Coast swing that the Canes had. And then, you run into the Capitals, who are a really good team, and, you get a couple of calls go against you. That happens. But during the course of the season, you're going to get calls that go your way. You're going to have the hot goaltender. So it's really funny for me to say that the Canes actually played better in a couple of their losses on that streak than they have in a couple of their wins that they're on right now. We'll tell you that, and the coach will tell you that. Hockey is a fickle game when it comes to those things. But this is a team that right now, the way that they play, it's the talent, but it's the coaching. They don't get too high. They don't get too low. They're on to I hate to do it because I know that nobody's a huge fan of Bill Belichick unless you're a Patriots fan, but they truly have adopted the motto of, it's great that we won that game, or, all right, we lost that game, and that's, we didn't want to do that, but we're on to the next game. And if you talk to this team, it is the next man up mentality, and their focus isn't on a month from now or even on the playoffs. It's when they get back to the ice playing the Florida Panthers. That's what this team is now built around, doing the job at hand as it comes up in the order it's supposed to.
And it has worked out. Right now, the Carolina Hurricanes tied for the most points in the NHL. We talked to Wade Minter. We have him on the show from time to time, Mike, and Wade, the PA announcer there at PNC Arena. He was on a couple weeks ago, and at that point in the standings, the Canes were playing well, but they were looking up at, in the Eastern Conference, Tampa, Toronto, Florida, I think Washington, New York, and it just shows how stacked the Eastern Conference is and how stacked the Metropolitan is with Washington, New York, Pittsburgh. I mean, you're talking about some really good teams around you, and with all the ebbs and flows in hockey that you just spoke on, that the Canes probably won't be at the top the entire season. It's going to ebb and flow, but man, you look at the Eastern Conference compared to the Western Conference, it looks like the studs are in the East this year.
Yeah, and that's cyclical, isn't it? Don't we see that all the time in sports?
Yeah.
I remember growing up, the NFC dominated the AFC in football, and then all of a sudden it turns a little bit because you can't stay on top forever because as all of a sudden the talent starts going to the other conference or another division. That's kind of what happened here. You've got, I guess, the old guard. That's what we got to call them when we're talking about Washington and Pittsburgh, just because of how they're built and who they're led by, with Ovechkin and Oshie and Carlson in Washington, and then Pittsburgh. As long as you've got Sidney Crosby, it feels like you've got a chance. And I know that people are tired of those names, but they're good because those guys are good. They'll keep their teams in it. But that's how the Canes have gotten here. That's how the Rangers have gotten here. I honestly am surprised at how good the Rangers have been this year. But they bring in Gerard Gallant to coach this team. We've seen that he does a great job with teams, especially his first year. Remember, this is the coach who took the Vegas Golden Knights to the Stanley Cup final in their first season. That doesn't happen. You don't have any kind of expansion franchise even dream of making the playoffs. He took them to the Stanley Cup final that first year. So he has a positive impact. You run down the list of what's going on. Toronto was terrible forever, and that's how they got Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and William Nylander, and Jack Campbell's been very good in the Mets for them. So they've been able to find their way. Florida was the same way. They built all this talent. Well, now it's finally all come together for them. And Tampa, once they figured out how to unlock the door in the playoffs and win everything, they've been good forever, but they still have that same core. But they've been able to identify pieces to come up. And the funny thing is, I like to borrow off of that Tampa Bay Lightning model. The more I watch what Tampa is, it's the Carolina Hurricanes are on that same path of what the Lightning were, a few years ago before they kicked down the door and won their cup, where they built around some young players and they get players high in the draft to come in and become difference makers for them. So that's where the Canes are right now. The Eastern Conference is definitely where it's at. I know people love Colorado and Vegas. Colorado's trying, right now to find themselves, and with the break, maybe that's a good thing for the Avalanche, the way that this season's gone. But I'd be very surprised if the Stanley Cup champion is not a team from the Eastern Conference. And that's not saying that the West doesn't have good teams. I just think that the East, it's, metal forges or iron, sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing right now in the Eastern Conference.
And Mike, it's great not to play the Lightning and the Panthers like every game too, right? Like, it's great to see some new teams for you this year, I would imagine.
Well, you know what though? I'll be selfish. It kind of got easy because by game 4, I knew everybody.
Yeah, true.
You don't have to keep looking at the record book.
Yeah,
what's going on this year? But at the same time, Canes were in that division last year, and they were better than Tampa and better than Florida in the regular season. They've got a Central Division banner hanging at TNT Arena because of that. But yeah, it's. I'll be very honest with you, Cliff. For me, it's good to get back to that sense of normal of seeing the other teams playing teams out west, being able to get on the road. Hopefully, we get through what we're going through right now, and this is the only pause that we'll have. And we heard today that the Olympics are done, at least as far as the NHL players are involved. So I don't have, this is no inside information, but I would expect that some of the games that have been missed right now will find a way to be made up in February one way or another from the NHL, or moving some things around to get that done. But honestly, it's just been good to see other teams, and I think it makes a difference because it does get exciting. The fans were great last year when they finally got the chance to come back into the buildings. But seeing Columbus 7 times, it does 8 times. It gets a touch old after Game 6. I get that, but it's good for things to get back to normal, and especially for me to get an opportunity to see players like Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl in person, and to see how well the Canes played against them in Edmonton a few nights ago.
That's good stuff. Mike Maniscalco joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Mike, one more hockey question and then some nonsense, and then we'll let you run here on a Tuesday. It seems
nonsense that I am the hockey questions clip, just so you know.
Seems like, and as a fringe Canes observer like myself, I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm a fan, not a diehard, but hopefully Trip Tracy would call me a Caniac. But it seems like the goaltender topic comes up every offseason, and Mrazek and Reimer, and then you think you got something with Ned, and then he splits, and then Anderson comes in, and he's been great. In fact, has he been better than expected? How about the goaltending this season so far, Mike?
Absolutely, Cliff. And goaltending, for me, to bring this to folks who are not huge hockey fans, There are certain positions you got to have, and if you don't have it, it's really hard to win without it. In football, it's quarterback play. You don't have to be Tom Brady or Joe Montana, but you've got to have a quarterback who can make plays when you need them. And in baseball, you got to have pitching. You have to have it. And in hockey, you have to have goaltending. And look, Peter Mrazek, James Reimer, before James Reimer, Curtis McElhaney, and then last season, Alex Nedeljkovic, they gave the Canes good goaltending, really good goaltending, good enough to win divisions, good enough to win playoff rounds. But when you play a team like Tampa and they have Andre Vasilevsky, he's good enough to win the whole thing. It's, the best way I could equate it right now is if Joe Burrow, gets Cincinnati into the playoffs, he's going to go up against Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow's really good right now, but is he good enough to beat Patrick Mahomes if it comes down to that? And how's that for an analogy off the top of my head?
I like it.
At the same time, you bring in Frederick Anderson. He was a guy, playing in Toronto is tough. It's like playing in New York or Boston here in the States. And if you're playing goaltender in Toronto, I don't want to eat up all of your time here, Clip, but when you're in your post-game press conference in Toronto, if you win a game 3-2, the questions aren't about the save that you made and winning the game. The questions you get are, why did you let that one in? What happened on this goal?
Right.
And, that can wear guys out. I'm not saying that happened to Frederick Anderson, because the most unbelievable thing about him, if you watch him, even as a fringe fan, it could be a 1-0 game and he could face 50 shots and he'll look the exact same way if the Canes are winning 6-0 and he's faced 8 shots. He is the exact same way. And he is, I kind of watched him from afar in his career when he played for Anaheim and then when he was playing for Toronto. And you're like, oh, he's really good. But, you kind of only pick up, narratives or stories that come out there. Me getting to watch him this year, he's incredible. I mean, he's an elite goaltender. Then Antti Ranta's backup. The Canes' moves for goaltending this offseason, I understand why the fan base had the questions that they had because of how good Peter Mrazek was here. And finally, a young goaltender who the Canes drafted. Look, he's here, and Alex Nedeljkovic.
Yeah.
It goes the way it goes where Alex is traded to Detroit. I understand all of those things. But for me, what it really does boil down to is Anderson and Ranta were those moves for this team looking at, we're playing Tampa Bay, and they've got Andre Vasilevsky at the other end of the rink. And that's not saying one day that Alex Nedeljkovic couldn't stare down that guy or even be that guy. But the Canes are looking at the group that they have right now, and they identified Frederick Anderson as being the guy who can get them there. And he has been, if you were voting for the best goaltender in the NHL today, if he doesn't win that for what he's meant for this team right now, he should be, I don't know how many guys you put in front of him, but the list should be more than one name right now. He's been absolutely fantastic for them.
Great insight from Mike Maniscalco today on Pirate Radio Live. Mike, as a radio veteran like yourself, you understand time fillers and bits and segments, and during the bowl season, this is what we do here on Pirate Radio Live. We pick every single bowl game with our guests. That's called 40 Bowls in 14 Days. And Mike Maniscalco going to be our special guest here. Shirley Rhodes, hit the music for us.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
Rock 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days.
All right, Mike Maniscalco, your bowl game is December 31st, 11 a.m. on ESPN. So that'll be a Friday, 11 a.m. at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. And Mike, you might be familiar with one of these teams, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, coming in at 10-3, taking on the Texas A&M Aggies, 8-4 on the year. Mike, Wake Forest versus Texas A&M. Who you got in this one?
All right, so The funny thing, all year long, people were asking me, what do you think about this college game or this college game? And I kept telling everybody, the only thing I know about college football this year is Alabama's really good. And then they went and lost to Texas A&M. But then Texas A&M lost 4 other games. And who knows where Jimbo Fisher is looking to coach next for Texas A&M. I love Dave Clawson. I love what he's done at Wake Forest. I so want to pick the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and do the homer pick. But I know that I'm also listening to people who would be tweeting at me who are on pirate radio, and they don't mind when the ACC loses. I could go against Wake Forest in this one. But, for me, this always comes down to which team wants to be in that bowl game.
Right.
And I think Wake Forest wants to be there a little bit more than Texas A&M. So give me the Clawfence and the Demon Deacons to prevail in a shootout against Texas A&M.
Wake Forest loves playing shootouts. Also, how about a Sam Hartman bounce back after the ACC championship in this game, Mike?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why. Texas A&M, they're not going to any of the big bowl games. They're sitting there going, what do we do now? This for Wake Forest, they want to get that ACC championship taste out of their mouth, and this will give them the opportunity to do it. So give me that. Give me what I said, bounce back game for everybody. Wake Forest wins it. For entertainment purposes only, I like whatever the over is. I don't know what it is, but let's just go with that.
Mike, you put way more thought into that than usually our guest pickers do, so I appreciate that. Really enjoyed the chat today, Mike. Enjoy your layoff. Hopefully you have some good holiday, Christmas time with your family coming up before you get back to calling games.
I will have a little bit of that. The same to you and yours, Clip, and everybody there at Pirate Radio. Always appreciate you having me on. And I told you I'm much better at nonsense. So I'm here for you.
You nailed it. Nailed the nonsense, and you were pretty good at the other stuff, too. Mike, we'll talk to you again, hopefully in 2022, man. I really appreciate it.
You got it. I'll talk to you later.
All right, there he is. Mike Maniscalco. Awesome stuff there with Mike today as the NHL going on a pause, but the Canes scheduled to be back at it next Monday, and boy, they have been awesome this year, tied with the Capitals for the most points in the NHL in this 2021-22 season. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go in hour number 1, more ECU basketball. We'll look at what else is going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. We got 2 NFL games tonight, and the Washington football team has named their starting quarterback. And for those of you compiling the list of Washington starters since 2000, get ready to add a new name to the list. I'll tell you who it is as I cry into my Pepsi after this. Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
This year, US Cellular is making a big deal out of the holidays. You can choose any phone from any brand free. That's right, any phone you see in our store is free. And get unlimited data for our best price of the season. Just $30 a month per line with 4 lines. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Limited time offer. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
UBE and PirateWear.com are filling Santa's sleigh this Christmas. Bundle up with the newest styles and outerwear from Champion, Columbia, Nike, and more. Be sure to visit the Crow's Nest upstairs for the largest selection of ECU youth apparel in the world. Plus, UBE has large gifts like tailgate tents and cornhole boards to small gifts like earrings to ECU Christmas stockings. And UBE is open 24 hours a day at PirateWear.com. Proud to serve the Pirate Nation for over 50 years and wishing you a very Merry Christmas.
Hey folks, Uptown Brewing Company is proud to be your friendly neighborhood brewery. We have an incredible lineup of year-round and seasonal brews available in our tap room, and we're also the home of Billy Beer. The tap room features weekly beer and wine specials, events, and live music on the weekends. Need to book a holiday party? We're happy to accommodate. Our staff goes above and beyond to make you feel welcome and keep your glass full. Come see us at Uptown Brewing Company, 418 Evans Street, Uptown Greenville.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, football is back, just how you remembered it. Tailgates with an ice-cold Pepsi in hand? Totally back. That between-play sprint to the fridge for more Pepsi is back, baby. I really missed this. Anyways, consider this your official excuse for always putting football watching first, courtesy of Pepsi. That haircut appointment? Your mom told us you look great, so you should probably reschedule. Seeing the in-laws for the first time in ages.
It's been so long.
Nope, sorry, Susan. Not if it's on Sunday. Long story short, after the year we've all had, we think you could use a little football watching. So crack open a Pepsi and cheer your football watching face off. With love, Pepsi. Made for football watching. That's what I like.
Hi, this is Billy Parker at Parker's Barbecue. Did you know that we have party rooms at our Memorial Drive location? We can accommodate parties from 10 to 110, or anything in between. We can serve family-style buffet or order off the menu. Parker's Barbecue. Come celebrate with us.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden. These are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Pirate Radio.
It's going to change. I promise you. As I stand here, it will change. Okay, and when it does, that stadium, it's going to be rocking, and heaven help whoever walks in there to play us.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 50,000 followers today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. East Carolina a winner today, 68-67 over Southern Miss. I think the women's team plays at 3. Oh, they're playing right now?
They're playing right now. They are up 23-18.
They got their first road win of the season last game against UNCW.
Yeah, Tanaya Thompson went off. She basically dominated from start to finish, finished with 31 points in the game. So they got that elusive first road win. Now they've got to defend home.
And we will keep you up to date on that score right now. Pittsburgh beating Jacksonville 61-46 with 1:29 left to go in that one. Anybody know the who knows the mascot for Jacksonville?
No clue.
Wow, you're close.
Dolphins.
Correct. The Jacksonville Dolphins.
Fins up, baby.
All right. Breaking news. Coming out from Adam Schefter and others in the breaking news business. The Washington football team will start the best player in all of America in 2008 at quarterback tonight.
What?
The 2008 Gatorade National Football Player of the Year, first Texas player to ever win that honor. He was the greatest football player in the entire United States, which probably means the entire world and galaxy, because who's better at American football than Americans?
Yeah.
I would say there wasn't a better Canadian, Mexican, Brazilian, Martian. Thank you, CJ. The best player in the world in 2008 is starting at quarterback tonight for Washington. That, of course, is Garrett Gilbert, a.k.a. What's Eating Garrett Gilbert, a.k.a., as Shirley said, starting for Washington tonight, Gilbert Godfrey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God! Where in the world is Terry McLaurin?
That is really good. That's really good. Well done. That is breaking news from Adam Schefter. Now, Chandler, you were offended during the break.
I apologize, and I don't know why I got so worked up. I thought that this was already a thing. I thought that Garrett Gilbert was the guy for the football team tonight, going into today.
There was a chance.
When the sun rose this morning.
Did the sun rose?
No, because it was overcast today.
The sun didn't come up today.
There was no sun today.
Sun? That's supposed to be funny. No, I guess there was a chance that Kyle Allen or Taylor Heineke could have tested out of the COVID crap, but because Matt Ioannidis, I believe, did the defensive line. No, it was Tim Settle. So Washington's going to have a lot of their D-line tonight, which is pretty good, taking on a team with Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders and others running the football. But, yeah, they're going to be down at quarterback, and I still feel like it was +8 last time I looked. They probably knew Heineke and Allen were out, so I don't know if that it might keep going up. I just got a weird feeling, man.
Let's get to know Garrett Gilbert.
I was going to see if he played against the Pirates. He was with SMU in 12 and 13. It appears he did not play against East Carolina.
He was a 6th-round pick out of SMU in 2014. He was picked 214th overall. He started his college career at Texas from 2009 to 2011, and then ended his career with the Mustangs from 2012 to 2013. Some career highlights and awards for Garrett Gilbert. He is a Super Bowl champion. He is the AAF passing yard
leader. Who is that with?
In
the Patriots?
Let's see. He was with the Patriots in 2014 and 15. There is an asterisk beside that, so that must mean that he was on the practice squad. So I don't even know if that counts. Let's see. He played for the St. Louis Rams his first year, New England Patriots, the Detroit Lions, Oakland Raiders, the Carolina Panthers, Orlando Apollos, Cleveland Browns, Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots, and tonight he'll be starting for the Washington football team. So he was the passing yards leader in the AAF in 2019, and also had the passer rating, was the leader in the passer rating in the AAF as well. He was Mr. Texas Football in 2008.
He was the best player in the world in 2008.
And USA Today High School All-American in 2008.
He has thrown 1 touchdown and 1 interception in his NFL career.
283 yards total passing.
52.2% completion percentage.
74 passer rating. That is Garrett Gilbert.
Double G. We are reading the same Wikipedia page. He has a lot of SMU records. Look, tonight he's going to have to do what Nick Mullins did yesterday and just try to manufacture a game. Of course, the Raiders winning that at the end. Zay Jones coming up huge for the Raiders as Derek Carr continues to do the play where he closes his eyes and throws it 70 yards to Zay Jones and hopes for a flag.
Works every time.
Well, not exactly, but it does work part of the time. But Zay Jones had some big catches down the stretch for the Raiders last night in their win. And then in the nightcap, oh my God, the Bears, it's worse than I thought. The Vikings were terrible last night, and
did you see that?
The Bears made them look good.
Controlled the entire game.
Did you see that pick that Kirk Cousins threw? You wonder if he liked that.
Primetime Cousins was in full effect last night because Kirk Cousins finished the game.
You called it on Friday.
12 of 24, 87 yards. 87 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
87 yards passing?
87 yards passing.
Good gracious. You warned us on Friday. You said, you want to take primetime Kirk?
Go for it. And guess what? The Vikings, the Bears scored on the last play of the game. It should have been a double-digit win, and the Vikings stunk last night. That's how bad the Bears were. It was pitiful. So they are in that is a complete mess over there in Chicago. So, yeah, Gilbert Grape starting tonight for Washington. The other game, Rams and Seahawks. Just saw a stat that I wanted to consider, but now I can't find it. So we'll talk about it in a moment.
Stat to possibly consider.
Yeah, don't consider it yet. We'll try to find it. It had to do with Washington quarterbacks, so it was not a fun stat. But this is where we are right now. Here it is. Kirk Cousins has been gone for 4 seasons. Washington has had 4 different quarterback start games in 3 of those seasons. So Washington playing the quarterback roulette once again.
Washington is +9, by the way. I don't know if that will move after this announcement.
Let it keep on going up, because Ron Rivera's got a hidden weapon, and that is boring football. A lot of punts tonight. They're going to keep it close somehow. I don't know how.
That's Ron Rivera football.
I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
Well, are they going to have enough coaching staff on the sidelines? Because there's like 7 of them that are out because of COVID protocols.
The line has moved to 9.5.
It's going to keep moving it up.
Money line for the Washington football team is +335.
Keep moving on up.
To the east side.
All right, Shirley, let's see. Washington. Washington is without their defensive line coach, their wide receivers coach, their running backs coach, their defensive backs coach, their assistant defensive back nickels coach, their defensive quality control coach, their defensive coaching intern. Their intern is out. So they're down all those guys. It just makes me love them even more. I love the football team plus the points tonight. This could be my... I've never been more confident in a pick in my life than the Washington football team with Garrett Gilbert.
This is easy money.
I mean...
This is the Super Bowl champion we're talking about.
Don't take it right now. You take it because it's going to keep moving up. All the suckers are going to pile on Philly.
Wait a minute! I thought I was starting!
And you're going to have Gilbert Gottfried out there firing lasers.
I kind of wish Gilbert Gottfried would have like a play-by-play gig.
That would get annoying.
Yeah.
Very fast. Very, very fast. All right. Pitt, a winner. They knock off Jacksonville. So you got some games going on. All those scores presented by the Buccaneer Music Hall, Da Buck.
Da Buck. I have one more to add. The Hornets comeback last night came up short. They lost to the Jazz.
I'm ready for them to go on a break.
To 102. Yeah, I know. And it's kind of getting. We just need some. We need some interior presence other than Mason Plumlee.
Okay, we're not going to get that. Although it is Christmas time, maybe some presence of the interior variety will show up under the tree for the Charlotte Hornets. You hear me? You feel me?
Well, that's not good because that means they're about 3 inches short.
What's that mean?
If they're under the tree,
they're laying down flat.
Oh, okay. That would be so weird to walk in. Oh my God! It's Miles Turner.
What a gift that would be this time of year, though.
Who is this guy under my tree?
If Miles Turner. Oh, by the way, earlier on Facebook Live, Josh says to tell Chandler Honeycutt his negativity is unacceptable.
I saw that comment.
Unacceptable.
You know what is acceptable? I have a trivia question for you.
I love trivia questions.
Who leads the NBA in 3-point percentage?
What player?
What player?
I'm guessing it's a Hornet. I'm going to say it's Kelly Oubre.
Cody Martin.
Oh. Comeback player of the year?
Maybe. I thought, nah. Comeback player of the year?
Like, yeah. Like breakthrough player of the year? What do you want to call it? Most improved.
Most improved.
Is what I was looking for. Not comeback. Hey, we got a bowl game on. We'll talk about that next hour. As it is Kent State versus Wyoming. This is what it's all about, folks, on a Tuesday afternoon.
What bowl is that? Is that the Potato Bowl?
I don't know if it's famous or not.
Is it famous or infamous?
I'll have to look through my bowl chart here. Shirley, take us to break. We'll come back And when we do, we'll talk to Brian North. He will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. This is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, which Brian North picked last week. Kent State. Brian North will make another selection when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
The town of Farmville will be celebrating their 150th anniversary with a black tie gala on Saturday, January 15th from 7 until 11 p.m. at the historic Farmville Train Depot. There will be a catered meal provided by Myrtle Grove and music by the fantastic Rakeem Walker Project. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8 and can be purchased by calling 753-4671. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce. Join us for a night of celebration for the town of Farmville at the Black Tie Gala on Saturday, January 15th. The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holt Nailers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they've come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at FactoryMattressUSA.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From sales to service, Greenville Auto World has all of your vehicle needs covered. Shop all of their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, they have a full service and repair facility. They do brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and they can repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World across from Speedway and Bells Fork, and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers for their sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Wyoming, Kent State tied at 7. 3:53 left to go in the first quarter. Quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Hey, you're not Chandler. You're CJ.
Dubuck.
Thanks, Shirley. No? Okay, we're good.
I muted my mic while I was going to say it. No, I can't. Sorry.
The moment has passed. Too late.
You got to be quick on the draw, dude.
Yep, you got to be ready to roll. All right, when we wrap up this interview with Brian North, we're going to open up the treasure chest, so stay tuned for that, folks. Before we get there, though, we will head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Brian North, WCTI 12. He joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Getting ready for Christmas. Got the 3-year-old, so this is the Christmas magic is returned to people's lives when you get a 3-year-old experiencing it for the first time.
Absolutely.
Pretty hype at the North household for Santa Claus to be showing up Friday night.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a merry, girly Christmas for you, Brian? A lot of baby dolls, a lot of pink going on with the girls there in the house?
No, it's great. She wants dinosaurs. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I'm holding off the girlies. Now, she has some babies that she messes with, baby dolls and stuff. So it's not like, super tomboy, but she's not, I don't have to wear the tiara and do tea parties all the time. We can do some cool stuff every now and then.
Good stuff. Brian North joining us today on the program as we wrap up the sports year. And Brian, kind of some interesting times here in sports, and sports a reflection of life. And apparently COVID's back, Brian. I don't know if you've heard. The NHL shutting down. You've got NFL games coming up tonight due to games being postponed on the weekend. Washington, Philly, Rams taking on the Seahawks as Week 15 will never end. So starting to see this. It looks like the NBA, you're starting to hear more and more that they're going to play through Christmas and potentially take a break and try to get everybody back on the court. So we're seeing this real life stuff kind of intertwined with our sports here.
So what we're seeing is COVID back with COVID rules from last year before a lot of people were vaccinated. And so with the new variant that's coming through, Omicron, and all indications are, we did have the first death in Texas associated with it, but all indications are it may not be as severe, and it may actually push out the more severe Delta variant. But what I think you're going to see here is it's very contagious, and you're going to get a lot of people who have it, but I don't know if it'll be quite as serious when it comes to people's health. And I think you're going to see sports leagues adjusting, and they are already.
The NFL kind of did a NASCAR, right? Just adjusted on the fly.
Correct. So because now you have vaccinated players who are testing positive but are asymptomatic, basically you're having people dealing with the common cold now. And I'm being a little flippant and a little simplistic with this, but essentially you're having people who are not having problems, but yet you're applying pandemic initial COVID rules to it when I don't know if that needs to happen anymore. If you notice these leagues, the first thing that they should have done if they really cared was to cut fans out, right, and go back to not having fans, but you notice they didn't do that, right, because there's money involved and there's all sorts of things going on there, but they still have their player and coach protocols in. I think you'll see those change to adapt to going from a pandemic to an endemic, treating it more like the flu than essentially a virus that is keeping everybody hostage. So look for the leagues to kind of adjust their policies to fit, because I keep going back to this. Show me the evidence and show me what's happened there. How many of these professional athletes who have had COVID or tested positive have ended up in the hospital or in a really bad way? I mean, you can count a few, which some people say that's too many, but I've said all along you have to adjust and you have to keep life going here. So if you're having these athletes not have as many issues with it or have problems with it, then you have to adjust and move on. And with this really contagious Omicron variant, which again doesn't seem to be as serious, especially for the vaccinated, well, then I think you have to adjust, because otherwise you're stopping games for no real reason outside of somebody's got the sniffles.
Brian, we've seen this trickle down to college basketball. Some games have been moved around, postponed. Other games have been added. That North Carolina-Kentucky game kind of made on the fly when their opponents were unable to play on Saturday. Probably, unfortunately, for North Carolina, I guess. Kentucky blew them out. But have you seen this as it trickled down to high school sports? How's the basketball seasons going right now in high school across the East?
So ignorance is bliss, and we know they don't test at the high school level, so it has not trickled down because we're still seeing tournaments. Now, until you get people who go and get tested, and then, of course, you have to go follow the current protocols that are in place.
With the contact stuff, that's when...
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's where you get into trouble with these things. But, again, we haven't seen or heard anybody who has become seriously ill from this. Now, the Omicron's still pretty new, and so we're going to see... We still have to kind of wait and see, but if you notice they're not talking about the severity of the symptoms so far with this, and so we're kind of... It's a wait-and-see thing, but with the high schools, they don't have enough funding to go and test every day like the colleges and pros do, and that's where the colleges and pros are starting to find these guys who are getting the breakthrough cases, and again, being asymptomatic most of the time. So the high schools, I think you'll see them mask up again, probably for basketball when they're indoors because of the spread that will be happening, but until somebody says shut it on down because there's a serious health risk to those who are participating, I think they'll just ignorance is bliss. Will just keep playing, and it is what it is. Now, I'm not trying to be simplistic. I want people to stay safe on this, but I think you just have to look and react to what is actually happening, not react to the policies we had in place a year ago when we didn't have the vaccines and we didn't understand the disease as well as we do now.
Brian, the losing has become contagious in Charlotte for the Carolina Panthers. 4 in a row. 5 out of 6. They have gone 2-9 since the 3-0 start. And Matt Rule, he's in one of those positions. You see this a lot where you just start to hate a guy, and no matter what he does or says, you hate it. Like, I don't know if Matt Rule can win these fans back. It's pretty tough times for the Panthers right now. You've got the owner in David Tepper who. And then the Panthers have been very aggressive in making trades and trying to win now, despite uncertainty at the quarterback position. And they kind of whiffed on, I guess, Teddy Bridgewater last year, whiffed on Sam Darnold. This year, whiffed on a Cam Newton return. That has not gone well. So right now, everything they're trying hasn't worked. But Tepper and Fitterer in the front office seem to be... I don't know if it's a panic button, but they're not. It doesn't seem like there's a plan, a long-term plan there in Carolina. So, in your opinion, where does Matt Rule fit into this? Does he get another shot heading into 2022, or his days numbered there in Charlotte?
So you hit the nail right on the head. It just kind of seems like they're throwing stuff against the wall. I'm going to tell you, then what's the one name you didn't mention in the Holy Trinity of the Panthers is David Tepper, and I think he has more to do with this than anything. You hear that he's the one who wanted Cam Newton back. He's the guy that's got the money who's just thrown out there trying to get stuff. It is really reminiscent to me of a Daniel Snyder / Jerry Jones, where the owner seems to want to be more involved in the decision-making than probably he should be.
He wanted Cam Newton back, Brian, for ownership reasons, right? To sell some tickets, to get people excited about something, and it worked for about a week. Did he want him back for football reasons,
Well, and if you go back and listen to your shows of that week when we were all asked about it, I said there, this is like when you get back with your ex-girlfriend, right? Everything's great for about a week, and then you start realizing why you broke up with this person. We're seeing that with Cam, his inability to throw downfield, his accuracy issues. Now, look, he's put in a tough position of not being able to – he had to learn the playbook on the fly here. But that goes back to, okay, let's get back to Matt Rule now. Matt Rule, was his plan good enough to integrate Cam Newton into the offense? Well, that first week against Arizona, it was brilliant. And then all of a sudden, now you're firing your offensive coordinator because apparently it's not working right, and you're still trying to get him to figure it out, but he's not. And so 0-12 now in his last 12 starts as a starter for the Carolina Panthers, and it's the same old thing. We're back to having that ex-girlfriend, and all of a sudden we realize why we broke up the first time, and now we've got to figure out how to get out of this relationship again. And you've got Sam Darnold, the new girlfriend, coming back into the mix here, and you've still got PJ Walker, your old college girlfriend, in the mix here.
He's got a lot of girl problems going on right now.
He's got relationship issues, and that's what we're seeing where it's coming out. Where you listen to all these players talk about their NFL head coaches. So what do they want from their coaches? They want guys who have a clue, who know how to communicate, and know how to put their stars in the best position to succeed. And right now, Matt Rule is having trouble with that. And so if he's starting to lose that locker room, that could be an issue. But the whole wild card in this is David Tepper and what David Tepper He's signed into a 7-year deal, I believe. And so we're in only year 2. And I still like Matt Rule. I think he's honest. I just think he's having trouble taking command of his locker room and of his organization, right? When you give the head coach the reins, you've got to let him coach. And sometimes I get the feeling that maybe he's not getting to coach the way he wants to with the influence of others.
You know, Brown, when you got all that girl, you got your, like you said, the college girlfriend, the new girlfriend, the girlfriend you broke up with, when you got all that going on, you just got to split town. And maybe that's what he needs to do, get out of Charlotte. And we're talking about Rule. There's been one coach fired in the NFL. It's Urban Meyer. We're talking about 2 great college coaches who, once again, I mean, you look at the trends and you can throw out Harbaugh and Carroll and Jimmy Johnson. It is a very short list of guys that have been successful college coaches to have success in the NFL. If I'm Matt Rule, and it's too late now, I guess, but I'm looking back at the college vacancies when they come open, I guess, next year and try to get back into that. He was great at Temple. Baylor was a mess when he got there. He turned them into a quick winner. So I don't know how long he wants to try to gut this thing out in the NFL, but college may be his best future path.
Well, you get paid every 2 weeks or maybe in the NFL every game check. You know, that kind of convinces you to give it a go and stick around when that thing hits the bank account. I had this thought a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to wait till I came on your show to unveil it. But you know who Matt Rule reminds me of? He reminds me of Bill Harrigan, the old ECU basketball coach, right? The gym rat who doesn't dress very well and came in thinking he was going to get one thing, and all of a sudden he gets another, right? Bill Harrigan came in thinking he was going to be in the seat.
All right, yeah.
Then all of a sudden he got forced at the Conference USA in that brutal league. So it's just a nice, honest guy who's just, you know, seems to be cool to hang out with, but then all of a sudden the forces that are above him kind of mess things up a little bit and make it look like a worse situation that they're creating when it's not their doing. And I just kind of get that feeling with Matt Rule. I think he's a likable guy.
Yeah.
I just think at some point he's got to take control and say, look, if you're going to pay me to be the head coach, let me be the coach. You're going to pay Scott Fitterer to get me talent, let him be the talent, and just go worry about your soccer. You know, you seem to be very heavily involved in getting a soccer franchise here. Go mess with them. Leave the football side alone. Let's not bring back the ex-girlfriends in. Get it? They've had some good drafts. The defense still looks great, although some knocks against Matt Rule are their in-game adjustments and their halftime adjustments. And so they need to work on some of those things, but I just think some of the personnel issues they're providing them are not Matt Rule's fault. He's just given them and learning how he's got to deal with it. But I think it's more of a David Tepper issue, learning how to be an owner.
Yeah, and they got an issue that you brought up, Snyder, Washington. It seems like you can go back to the Robert Griffin III, Kirk Cousins stuff, but there are people in the fan base who are like almost Cam fans more than Panthers fans.
Correct.
And that I can't stand that. I root for a team. I'm definitely not choosing sides between players. And when that happens, it just gets very, very toxic. And that's what's right now. Everybody's choosing Cam over Matt Rule. Can do no right. I mean, I said it when we started this conversation, and that's how the fans feel right now. So he's in a tough spot.
And when you watch Cam, he's just not an accurate passer down the field. He gets his wide receivers killed. He's slow on some of the throws that he makes. Look, he's a dynamic runner, and maybe if he were in this offense to start in training camp, maybe he would be better. But I think. Well,
Tony Collins said, "Look, he's old. People get old. Yeah. It's about over. It happens. Move on."
And he's never been. Guys who play well into their late 30s at the quarterback position have one thing that they rely on, and that's arm strength and accuracy.
Yeah.
And those have not been Cam's strengths. He was a runner and a dual threat that would have to keep defenses honest for his run ability, and that opened up his passing ability. But if you can't hit a wide open receiver, you overthrow them, you throw behind them. This is the issues that he's been having. He's never been able to fix it with his shoulder issues, and I don't think he's ever going to fix it. This goes back to the old girlfriend problems. These are just problems that weren't ever going to get better no matter how long you stayed apart. And so while it was fun while he had his role during Arizona, when he increased that role again, it just hasn't. It's been those same old problems. Their passing down the field is, I believe, dead last in the league right now, or right there near it with their ability to throw down the field, and that has a lot to do with Cam. And look, Sam Darnold was having his issues before, but when they pulled the rug out from underneath him, and on a couple of those games, it just destroyed his confidence. If you could take Cam's confidence and put it in Sam Darnold's ability, you might have a decent quarterback. But right now, you're about 0 for 3 with your quarterback.
Yeah, Brian, I remember late 90s, loved the Kings team with Weber, Vlade, they had Bobby Jackson, but Jason Williams, such an exciting point guard, used to do all this stuff. And they'd play the Jazz in the playoffs every year. So it was Stockton with the nut hugger shorts, who was like 40 years old, versus this young, fun Jason Williams guy. And I remember at the time saying, how in the world is this Jason Williams guy going to play as long as John Stockton is playing? Because just the styles and the flash, and it just doesn't work out. It flames out. Because you do have quarterbacks in their upper 30s and 40s played in the NFL, but obviously they are a very different style than Cam Newton. So just thought I'd throw in that old NBA analogy, because the juxtaposition of Jason Williams versus John Stockton was always hilarious to me.
And I still say to this day, John Stockton may be the one of the most underrated players in NBA history. He has by far more steals and assists than anybody in NBA history. All those flashy guys, John Stockton, more steals than any of them and more assists by far. Anybody. Sometimes steady and boring gets it done.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the Panthers would love to have steady and boring at the quarterback position. Just turn the ball over at this point.
Yeah. And Brian still wears his Stockton shorts proudly around the house, I'm told.
Man, I was in that age when I played high school basketball. The long shorts became cool literally 1 year after I got all my high school photos of basketball are in these short shorts. And man, we were out in the middle of nowhere. We didn't know any better. I still had the socks up to the knees until my senior year, when it finally got cool and pulled them down style to my ankles. I got these old pictures of high socks and tight shorts, man.
Yeah. Brian, I was in A.G. Cox in the early 90s, mid-90s, right around, you remember North Carolina, was it Alexander Julian? Was that when they had the design on the side, the diamonds and stuff?
Yeah.
On the side of the uniform?
Yeah.
So, like, my last year at Cox, our home uniforms were awesome. We had the diamonds on the side. The shorts were a little baggy. But our road uniforms, we didn't get any new road unis, so they were just like plain green, tight, short. So we had, like, at home, we felt we were prime time, man. We felt great. We'd go on the road and felt like I was playing on a peach basket. It was crazy, but anyway.
It matters.
And now, Brian, the tight shorts are back. The short shorts are back, so everything comes back.
So happy. A couple of years ago, I saw kids rolling up the shorts and pulling them up the thigh a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be back in style. Again.
Look, if you stick with your same style, like I still go. I go cargos and polo pretty much every day. So one day that's going to be back, and I'm going to be ready for it. So.
I've said the same thing. I've kept all my old clothes. I wish I could fit into them, but I kept all my old clothes for that reason. They will be back. And my style has never changed. I'm with you, Flippy. My style is my style, and it'll be in every 30 years, apparently. So that's cool. I can take it. Broken clock is right twice a day. I'll take it.
North, before we let you go, Shirley, can we hit the music real quick? Let's get a little 40 bowls in 14 days in here for Brian North.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
Rock 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days.
All right, Brian North, your bowl game is the Las Vegas Bowl. This will be December 30th. December 30th is a Thursday. And it'll be 10:30 on ESPN. Brian North will be sleeping during this game, so you can you'll know the results early the next morning. Brian, as we've talked about coaches going from college to the pros, this I didn't think this move would work, and I guess it has worked to this point. Herm Edwards at Arizona State, 8-4. The Sun Devils versus 8-4 Wisconsin. So a pretty good matchup there in the Las Vegas Bowl. Brian, and again, people make these picks. They have different ties or different reasons why. Yep. So Wisconsin, Arizona State, who you going with and why?
All right, first let me go back. How is your song, your 40 bowls in 14 days, how is that not gone like platinum at this point? And how is every radio talk show station in the country not using that? Because that is brilliant gold. You need to get some money for that one.
Yeah, well, we're help me out with that, Brian. You're good at these things, so help me market this thing better.
I know all the words now. I sing along with it, so let me see what I can do. Let me get my thinking cap on.
All right.
For the Las Vegas Bowl, yes, I agree with you. Herm Edwards, I thought, would be a colossal failure at Arizona State, but here's what Herm did. He set up the hierarchy and knew that he would get people in place to do the job and help him so he wouldn't have to do it all himself. He's done a great job with that, and he's rebuilt that system there. Wisconsin has been interesting. They've been trying to find an identity, which is weird because they've always been a run team, but with coaching staff changes and those things, they've been Jekyll and Hyde, Heckle and Jide, whatever they are.
Heckle and Jide.
Heckle and Jide. So they've had some identity issues. So being that it's in Las Vegas and it's going to be warm, so Wisconsin won't have the cold weather advantage, I will go with the Sun Devils in Sin City.
Love the reasoning there. Brian North taking Arizona State in the Las Vegas Bowl. North, appreciate your time, man. Have a very Merry Christmas with the girls there in the North household. And we'll check in with you next Monday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Talk Pirate football one final time with you.
Can't wait. Excited about vacation and actually being able to watch the Military Bowl on Monday. And so sorry we're not going to be there this year. But, yeah, super excited. Can't wait to talk to you Monday.
North, we'll see you, buddy. Thank you.
All right, sounds good, Clippy.
Brian North joining us on this Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We will check in with him coming up during our program. We usually talk to North in the final hour of the Bud Light pregame tailgate, so we'll talk to him probably around 2 o'clock next Monday as we get you ready for East Carolina Boston College. Good grief. About tired of talking about that one, but we'll do it more this show and tomorrow. And on our best ofs leading up to Monday, where we'll preview it for 4 hours coming up on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. All right, Shirley Rhodes, let's open up the Pirate Radio treasure chest. That's right. We are down to 3 gifts. And all great gifts in their own right. $200 gift card to Factory Mattress. $100 gift card to Halo Homes. They got a lot of cool stuff there. And a $100 gift card from Shimmer. You can get the Shimmers, as Donald Juan said. So those are the 3 prizes left. Call right now, 317-1250, and you can be a winner. We'll find out who our winner is when we return after this.
'Tis the season to be holly jolly and healthy. Purple Blossom Yoga Studio is Greenville's premier freestanding studio, locally owned and operated right in the heart of Uptown Greenville on Evans Street. Purple Blossom Yoga offers a wide variety of yoga classes, aerial yoga, sound baths, private group sessions, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga's holiday gift card event is the perfect gift to put under the tree. It's the gift that will keep on giving, health and wellness all year round. Visit us online at purpleblossomyogastudio.com or our social media for our class and event schedule, studio information, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform into a new you.
This is a public notice. Only Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar. All wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Bedroom suits, living room suits, up to 75% off. Regular mattresses sets, regular $500. Today, $200. Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing!
Uptown Greenville's newest dining experience is open and ready to serve you. The Sidebar, a Tex-Mex Fusion Restaurant offers dinner and weekend brunch. Located at 707 Dickinson Avenue, right beside the DAP House, the Sidebar has indoor dining and patio seating for everyone to enjoy. For the latest information on reservations, menu items, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Football is back at Familia. Enjoy Familia's Sunday brunch featuring shrimp and grits, made-to-order omelets, French toast, and drink specials like $3 mimosas, beer mimosas, or $5 Bloody Marys. Feed the family with Familia's pizza special of buy one, get the second one half off every Sunday. And Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for 18 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, we have a major storyline that has followed us from last year and years past, and that is loyal listener, P1 listener Chad Moore trying to win a prize in the treasure chest and just can't seem to do it. He just called 50 times, and guess what, folks? Chad has won. Chad is our winner. Chad got through, and Chad will now win a prize, but it is not Chad Moore. It is Chad Brooks. Hello, Chad Brooks.
Hey, what's up, Cliff? How you doing?
Doing great. Great to talk to a Chad that's a winner.
It's not the only thing I'm winning nowadays. As a Panther fan and an Orioles fan, I'm not winning much else.
Wow. So the other Chad also an Orioles fan. So you guys are losers. All right, Chad Brooks, let's hear more about you. Where are you calling from?
Greenville.
All right, and what do you do?
I am in the sales, the beverage sales.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We've tweeted about beverages in the past, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. All right. Chad, are you going to the Military Bowl?
I am not. I will be working.
All right. Somebody's got to work. I'm doing the same. Let's see. CJ, Shirley, y'all can jump in if you have any questions. CJ, you got one? No, I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Hot dog sandwich, yes or no?
No.
Interesting. I have no strong opinions. I just like to hear what other people say about it.
I would say it's not, because a sandwich has two pieces of bread, one on top, one on the bottom, right?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Chad, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Maybe Four Christmases. Think outside the box a little bit.
So is that like Vince Vaughn or something, or?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn and
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I've never seen that.
Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon, Kristen Chenoweth, Tim McGraw, also starring. All right. Maybe I'll have to check that one out. I don't remember that one. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Robert L. King's "Merry Christmas from the Family."
Okay. Do you want Matt Rule to be the Panthers coach next season?
No.
Okay. I think I'm about out of questions. So let's run through the list. Chad, we're down to 3 prizes, all of them great. A $200 gift card to Factory Mattress, a $100 gift card to Halo Homes, and a $100 gift card to Shimmer. So out of those 3, which one would you prefer?
My wife would love that Shimmer gift card.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if we can make Chad's wife happy. No comment or joke about that. Shirley, open it up.
I was waiting for you to actually physically open it. That's why I wasn't playing it yet.
It is open. And guess what? We're going to make Chad's wife happy.
Uh-oh.
Because Chad has just won a $100 gift card to Shimmer Boutique. Happy wife, happy life, Chad.
That's right. I appreciate it, guys.
Although, if you're feeling a little selfish, they got Hey Dudes, they got Built When Broken gear, they got cool hats.
A lot of great stuff.
Stuff for the dudes as well. So, if you're feeling selfish, you can take care of yourself, number one.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Chad's ready to go. Bye. Girl, bye.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, whatever. Happy New Year. Yeah. All right. Well, they ain't got time for us. Just win the prize and move along, I guess.
I got other things to do today, Clip.
Leave me alone. Stop asking me questions. Stop giving me so much. Stop entertaining me. Stop making me laugh. Stop making my life better.
I don't want $100.
Keep your money. Damn. Grinch.
Wow.
Can we take a prize back?
I don't think we can.
Judges, can we put this back in the chest? All right. Congratulations to Chad Brooks on the big win today. All right. John Moody also says we should watch Four Christmases. Four Christmas, as he calls them. All right. Tell you what, let's take a break. When we return, we'll talk to the BMOC, Jeff Nadu. Does he want any part of this meat on the bone left in week 15 of the NFL? It has been an ugly week. I'm in the fantasy playoffs. I have not cracked 100 points yet. I got some guys tonight. My opponent has barely cracked 100. It has been a struggle. Just been some ugly football this week. And it'll probably continue on into tonight's matchups with a lot of COVID guys out, guys playing on Tuesday. Chad just tweeted and said, I got disconnected. No, we heard you talking. You were connected. You were talking to us, ready to go. Chad. Reluctantly, I have to give you this $100 gift card to Shimmer because that's the rules are the rules. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Jeff Nadu joins us after this.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
To some, that may just sound like ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But to a Bud Light legend, it's a signal that says it's time. Time to dust off the barbecue tongs and load up the cooler with 37 Bud Lights and an assortment of dips. Because it's time to take back all the fun we've missed. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. Let's take summer by the coolers. Cooler up at BudLightLegends.com. Enjoy responsibly. 2021 AB Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hello folks, this is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic's Oak Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at CarolinaHardscapesandMulch.com.
Pizza. What you got there, Dad? Oh, man, the new Bacon Mania lineup from Papa John's. Oh, it's the triple bacon pizza, topped with full strips of bacon. Woo, that smell of bacon through the house has everyone showing up. And I mean everyone. It's the season of bacon at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelds and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
The whole family's home. It's almost time to eat again, but you don't feel like cooking again. So close the microwave, put away that box of instant whatever, drop your spatula, pick up the phone, and get a Big Bo box delivered with 8 pieces of legendary fried chicken, fluffy buttermilk biscuits, fixins, and tea. Because no one ever said a home-cooked meal has to be cooked at home. Just tap your favorite delivery app for a Big Bo box at your front door. It's Bo time.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss the show on Pirate Radio? will listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Steve and Igoe are going to join us coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll also open up the treasure chest one more time here on today's program. We have 2 prizes left. We have a $200 gift card to Factory Mattress and a $100 gift card to Halo Homes. So some great prizes left, as Chad Brooks just won the $100 gift card from Shimmer. So we'll do one prize in hour 3, and our final prize will be given away Wednesday in the 5 o'clock hour. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line, see what's going on in the world of sports with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. Jeff, how you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you, Cliff?
Doing great. Let's get to know the big man when it comes to Christmas. First, Jeff, your favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
All right, good call. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
No, I hate Christmas music.
Okay.
Can't stand it.
Can't stand Christmas music.
I'll give you one. White Christmas. I think it's Bing Crosby.
All right, the classics. That's fine. That's good. How about, Jeff, you have Albanian heritage, correct?
I do, yes.
What, and then we talk about this for Thanksgiving and everything. You also are, of course, in the Philly, Pennsylvania area. So what is the traditional Christmas goodies, Christmas food for you and the family?
Well, actually, we don't really do much traditional thing. We usually on a Christmas Eve have a really good meal, whether it's, filet mignon, prime rib, whatever.
Okay.
Chicken parmesan, whatever. On Christmas Day, we don't do the ham. We're not big ham people. We don't do pork or nothing. But we usually just kind of have finger food, appetizers, things like that. Nothing crazy, to be honest. I mean, we're more of like the big dinner on Christmas Eve, but it's like a really good meal, like a meal you'd get like at a steakhouse or something. So
I can dig it.
We're pretty traditional.
All right, Jeff. Final Christmas related question. What's the best gift you remember on Christmas Day as a kid? Anything stand out to you?
Yeah, I got a quad, a 4-wheeler one time.
Oh, nice.
I think I was maybe 13 or 14. Yeah, that was a good gift. I will say, my parents, man. I mean, I know a lot of people get good gifts, but my parents are always very good at gifts. I'll tell you actually right now, Cliff, I'm on my way to see my mother and father, and I got a message from my dad saying that he had, quote, to talk to me before Christmas, and that we need to speak to all the kids one by one. I don't know what this is about, but we'll see.
All right. Well, I hope the sit down with Papa Nadu coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Next week's episode might be on that, yes.
All right, Jeff, how's bowl season going so far for you?
It's okay. I actually only bet one game, actually. So
was that the Western Kentucky you were telling us about, or something else?
Well, I like that. I ended up the big play I had was Utah State plus 7 against Oregon State. They ended up winning the game outright. I actually have played tonight that I was on, and I'm on. I like San Antonio against San Diego State. I played the over, and I think a lot of people will be scared off just because it's San Diego State.
Yeah.
And they're a team that doesn't play into the 50s much, but I don't know. UTSA, from a pace perspective, is fast. They're going to throw the football. I think you'd attack the secondary of San Diego State. I've had some success this year attacking them with good quarterbacks. I also feel like they're going to have to throw the football a little bit. I felt like it was like a 27-24 type of game. I could be on the wrong side. This might only be 24-21 or something, but I ultimately like this one. I really like Army tomorrow as well. This one's been bet up a bit.
Army taking on Missouri coming up tomorrow, 6.5. Army total at 55. Jeff, we'll try to track you down next Monday if you're available. We will have our final edition, our bowl game edition of the Bud Light pregame tailgate, 10:30 to 2:30. So we'll try to talk to you then, but just in case we can't get up with you, final thoughts on East Carolina and Boston College. That line has settled at 3, started 3.5, went to 3, and has sat there for a while. Total at 51.5. Any lean one way or the other here?
Yeah, sportsbooks will look at this game as one that they'll be happy with. I think they're going to get action on both sides, which is what you want. I don't think there's going to be a discrepancy here of much. Look, I'm going to kind of just rock with East Carolina. And look, I've had a good read, as you know, over the years with them. But, I feel like they play their best football late in the season. I thought one thing I was impressed with them this year is that defensively they were much better. And they got better in the trenches. They were winning at the point of attack. They were running the football well. Holt Nailers didn't have to do too much. Tita Johnson didn't have to do too much. Other people stepped up. I've always liked over the years at East Carolina, whoever was the coach, Ruffin McNeil, whoever, they've always had good receivers. Justin Hardy, Zay Jones, C.J. Johnson, Snead, Prohl. They've always had good receivers. They are very good at getting good receivers. And this year they haven't had to use them as much as they've had in years past. They've begun the backfield, and I think they get the job done here. I really do. I would take the money line. I wouldn't be involved with a spread here. If I like ECU, I would just play them plus 130 or whatever they are.
Jeb Nadu joining us. Great to see Zay Jones make an impact last night in the NFL game as he had some big catches for the Raiders, especially on the final drive as they kicked a field goal and beat the Browns. It was a ugly Week 15, Jeff, and could get even uglier tonight with all the COVID going on, guys out. Garrett Gilbert starting for Washington against Philadelphia. That line has moved up to 9.5, total at 40 as that has come down. And then you got the Seahawks, Rams, a 7-point favorite over Seattle, total 46.5. Are you getting involved in any of this ugly, muddy Week 15 NFL slate?
Clip, I've lived in this area, Philadelphia area, my whole life, and I never once complained about it being cold. But as I get older, the prospect of going somewhere warm becomes more and more enticing to me. I'm not going to the game tonight. I've been to every home game this year. I'm not going tonight because, to be honest, man, it's like 18 degrees here. It's cold. I don't want to go out. Quite frankly, I don't think it's going to be a good game to watch. I actually played Goddard over 45.5 receiving yards. I've been in on this recently. He's been very good. He is the best option for the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and he has been a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams. I think he's starting to become one of the best tight ends in the NFL. There's no more Zach Ertz. This team doesn't have much target to throw to outside of Devontae Smith. And whether it's Gardner Minshew or Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert has been a focal point of this offense. I think he takes care of a bad defense, as you know, on one side. And
I was going to ask, Jeff, I think it's supposed to be Hurts tonight, right? Does he have a good connection with Goddard?
Yeah, he has good connections with Goddard and with Minshew and Hurts. He's very good with Minshew. I think he had 100 yards in the first two drives against the Jets, which tonight, as you know, there's a lot of issues in that secondary for the Redskins, and they're not good to begin with. So, yeah, listen, the number's been bet up. I'm starting. You just maybe take a shot with Garrett Gilbert and say, you know what? The last time the Eagles played on a Tuesday against a backup third-string quarterback, it was Joe Webb for Minnesota in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Game 24-14. So, not good. And that was in Philadelphia, I remember. So, yeah, look, numbers gotten bet up significantly. I'll tell you what I'd do tonight. I would take the Eagles minus 2.5 in a teaser, and I'd take Army to a pick 'em tomorrow against Missouri. That's what I would do.
Somehow, I don't know, maybe a weird gut, maybe indigestion. I think Rivera mugs it up somehow and keeps it under the 9.5. Somehow, some way. We'll see. Maybe a close, ugly game tonight.
The NFL club.
Yeah.
The Eagles aren't exactly the Chiefs or the Rams offensively.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, let's talk. By the way, quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. Wyoming, long touchdown pass. They lead Kent State 20-17 as they are playing. It looks like they're going to review this. Might be a little short of the goal line. So Wyoming trying to get a score here late in the first half. We'll keep you up to date on that. Jeff, how about college basketball? East Carolina already won today. It was an ugly 1-point win over Southern Miss. Saw Pitt beat Jacksonville earlier today in college basketball. Xavier Nova coming up tonight. I didn't even really look at the slate. That's a good one tonight with Nova, a 5.5-point favorite over Xavier. Anything in college basketball tonight you're looking at?
It's interesting. I actually would, that's a game that I think is fascinating. You have a team in Villanova that's lost 2 in a row by 20 or more. Not something you see much in the Jay Wright era. They can't hit water in a boat right now offensively. And you look at tonight, they're facing a team that's 11-1. Their only loss is to Iowa State, an undefeated team, and they come in this game as 5.5-point favorites. Someone's telling you something here, Clip. I think Villanova wins by double digits. I've been kind of on the money with these games; just don't make a whole lot of sense. I'll admit, though, the college card tonight, a lot of bark, not a lot of bluster. I think it's a decent-looking card, but when you really look at it, I don't know if there's a ton of bettable, real good opportunities. This might be one of them. I'm off my worst night in college basketball this year, last night. This is a week where it is very volatile. Okay, tomorrow's the last day where we have a big card, and then we're off for 4 or 5 days. So, be careful. Clip, I got to say two things. First of all, East Carolina, that's a good. It's a win, but you beat Southern Miss by 1. Not ideal.
Yeah.
As far as you, I'm kind of pissed off at you, to be real honest.
Okay.
I contacted you about the sausage balls, and I didn't even get a response.
All right, so
Sunday night you can't respond.
Sunday night, first time ever. I never even cook in general, but the first time I ever made sausage balls, I'm a bit overwhelmed, Jeff, and I did see your tweet about sending you some, but I'm just worried about like perfecting them right now. I don't know about how they travel. What do I do? Do I have to freeze them? Like, I don't know, man. I did see your tweet. I plan on getting back with you, but I'm a little overwhelmed right now. The kitchen's backed up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess that might be a new business venture. Like I said, you might be the next Emerald or Bobby Flay or something.
Well, I'm going to send them out to influencers like yourself so you can try them and tell people how good they are so I can get this thing rolling, you know?
I mean, you got a great name, Brock's Balls.
I mean, it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's. I got to admit, Shirley Rhodes was with a terrific tweet. She's an underrated tweeter, by the way. Her tweet.
Shirley Rhodes coming in as an underrated tweeter of 2021, folks, according to the big man on campus.
That was funny.
Yeah.
She made me laugh.
That's good. Hey, anytime we get a chuckle out of the big man, that's a good thing. He's got the.
I'm one of the kings of Twitter, so I giving out awards. Shirley Rhodes could be in the running for best tweet of the final 2 weeks of the year.
Good. It's award season. We're giving away our awards, and Shirley, you're a candidate. So good luck winning that. Jeff, good stuff, man. Hey, thanks for joining us all year long. We really enjoy it. We've talked through some pretty tough times too. And look, now the COVID stuff's coming up again, but I don't think it'll ever be as bad as it was, last year when there was nothing going on. So we appreciate the times when there's not a lot to talk about and when we got a ton to talk about. And you're somehow you up there in Philly have become a part of what we do here at Pirate Radio. So we enjoy it, man.
No, I love Pirate Radio. I have to get down there. It's not easy, but I'll do it eventually. I will say, Clip, I have to ask, and I thank all of you guys. You guys are great. I love talking to you and all the people. I have to ask, like, the guys that and the girls that tried the sausage rolls, were they just trying to be nice to you? Did they actually like them? Or
I mean,
I'll be real. That's not something that I feel like would be good. I mean, here up where we live, like, the only time you eat sausage would be, like, for breakfast or, like, one of the great sandwiches on earth during a summer day with a cold beer is sausage and peppers, a nice long Italian roll. But at a ball, that doesn't sound enticing.
So it's Bisquick. It's I use sharp cheddar cheese. I use mild sausage. I put some hot pepper flakes in there to try to give it a little something. So that's all it is. But I'll let them answer. Shirley, you've never had one before.
I have never had a sausage ball before, but I have to say I did not gag. I did not vomit. So at this point, I have to say that it was a pretty good sausage ball.
CJ, how about you? Also, your first time.
I had also never had one either, but given that it was my first time trying one, I didn't really have anything to compare it to, but I did think it was good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There you go, Jeff.
Is that like a delicacy there or what?
No, it's a holiday, like you at a gathering, you'll see like a plate of sausage balls.
Yeah, during the holidays or maybe at a wedding.
Could work as like an appetizer.
Appetizer,
it's like an
type
appetizer,
thing.
yeah.
Good for like a Sunday afternoon, like football's on, go grab a few, go back in the second half, grab.
it's like a pigs in a blanket or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It sounds interesting. Maybe,
All right.
Maybe if I ever come down there, Clip, you have to make them.
Yeah, or if I can figure out the transportation, how we'll get them to you. Maybe we'll get them up there.
Exert yourself. Don't go crazy.
Thanks. I'm a busy man. Jeff, enjoyed it, dude. We'll try to check in with you Monday, see if you're available for a few minutes.
Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you so much.
You too, buddy. There's Jeff Nadu joining us, the big man on campus. You can follow him on Twitter at JeffNADU, patreon.com/BMOC, and also the Sit Down podcast. Download it and check that out right now. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Colors with a U, will join us.
And a quick Buccaneers scoreboard update. The ECU women are pouring it on with just 1:12 left in the game. They are up over Maryland Eastern Shore, 82-53.
Yikes! We'll take a doubleheader sweep from our basketball teams.
I'll take it all day long. And I think that's Deja Green. She hit. I think that was Deja. I got to get a closer look at the number, but. There was a Pirate that hit, I think, back-to-back threes to extend that scoring streak.
It's like deja vu with the Pirates winning 2 games today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3 on tap. We'll open up the treasure chest once again. All of it is ahead. We're back with you after this.
The town of Farmville will be celebrating their 150th anniversary with a black tie gala on Saturday, January 15th from 7 until 11 p.m. at the historic Farmville Train Depot. There will be a catered meal provided by Myrtle Grove and music by the fantastic Rakeem Walker Project. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8 and can be purchased by calling 753-4671. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce. Join us for a night of celebration for the town of Farmville at the Black Tie Gala on Saturday, January 15th.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this fall. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
It's a festive time of year in eastern North Carolina right now with the holidays, the Pirates in a bowl game, and Angel Oak Home Loans. We are excited to announce our team is growing. This is Talbot Green, and I would like to introduce you to our new mortgage team member, Braxton Green. Braxton is a recent ECU graduate and has lived in eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green. I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250 and 685842. Equal housing lender.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. This is Bram Anderson from Tiebreakers thanking everyone for their support the past 20 years we've been in business. I hope you will join us for lunch and dinner with family and friends. We are open 7 days a week in Greenville or at our new Winterville location on Railroad Street. If you need food to go or a catering for a fun upcoming gathering, give us a call. Break the chain and eat local at Tiebreakers.
Sawyer's Fun Park is the place to be this holiday season. You know the kids already love it, but now the adults can have fun too. Visit the brand new expanded patio at Sawyer's Fun Park. On Wednesdays, it's karaoke. Thursday is open mic night, and Friday and Saturday evenings always feature live music. Let the kids have a blast hanging out at Sawyer's Fun Park, and now you can have as much fun too. And remember, it's never too early to buy gift cards. Sawyer's Fun Park, fun for kids of all ages, including adults. Sawyer's Fun Park on Corey Road in Winterville.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
It's going to change. I promise you. As I stand here, it will change. Okay, and when it does, that stadium, it's going to be rocking, and heaven help whoever walks in there to play us.
Pirate fans, this is head football coach Mike Houston. The Pirates are headed back to a bowl game for the first time since 2014. We want you to share this experience with us. Join us on December the 27th as we take on Boston College in the Military Bowl in Annapolis, Maryland. Get your tickets today at ECUPirates.com. Go Pirates.
And I can promise you, there will be no quarter, ever.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Angel Oak, they continue to make customer service a number one priority. A local mortgage advisor is the key to your transaction success. The combination of the local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard, conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for every financial situation. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. We will open up the treasure chest once again coming up in about 20 minutes or so. But right now, we will head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Stephen Igoe from Hoist the Colors. He joins us today on the show. Hello, Stephen.
Clip, how's it going?
It's going good. I was hoping to have you in studio today. I was going to do a big 2021 award show, and then we'll do a little bit of it over the phone. But you got some other duties to take care of today?
Yes, the wife's 31st birthday, so we had dinner plans at a place downtown. Unfortunately, COVID ended up shutting down the restaurant.
Oh, no.
A neighboring restaurant. So now we're just doing takeout from our good friends at Chico's. So I'm actually on the way to you guys right now to pick up Chico's. But
all right. Beep the horn when you ride by.
Yeah, I will. But, crappy day for weather, crappy day for that, but still having a good time.
Not we'll get to basketball in a moment, but a few categories. My first bit was going to be I was going to have Igoe here sitting right here to my left, and we were going to do the award for the show of the year on Pirate Radio, and the nominees were going to be Pirate Radio Live, Brian Bailey Show. I don't know, throw out some other shows, but Pirate Radio Live was going to be the winner, and then me and Shirley and Chandler and CJ were all going to huddle around this microphone and say thank you, just to see your reaction, because you would have hated it.
I mean, if you would have told me this was your idea, I would have found a way to make it in the studio. I mean,
look, you got a big day. I'm not going to get in the way of your family stuff. Erica doesn't like me already because I fired shots at hairdressers across the world.
Yeah, that was a point of no return for you. But no, December is, my mom's birthday is the 13th, Erica's birthday is the 21st. You got Christmas.
Yeah.
You got a bowl game, you got signing day. I mean, December for me is like the month. It's great, but it's also like the month of hell in terms of just like nonstop stuff I got to do. So I'm trying to get to 2022.
How tricky is the December birthday for Erica and Christmas? I mean, do you have to treat it like it's two separate events, right?
Oh yeah, it's miserable, and she'll be the first to tell you that it's miserable because she's caught the short side of it many times. And
yeah,
I do my best to separate them, and for the most part, I think I've succeeded. And I try to obviously make it a special day, and not. I learned very early to not wrap her Christmas or her birthday presents in Christmas
wrapping paper.
Wrapping paper. Yeah.
Okay. I wish I was around for some of those conversations. That was probably fun. All right, Steven, let's do. We'll talk hoops. We'll talk bowl game, but a few. Let's give out a few awards. Let's do East Carolina MVA, Most Valuable Athlete. And we're going to just make people mad. All these awards make people mad because we're going to leave out people. But I came up with, for the 2021, Connor Norby. And boy, poor Thomas Francisco. I think I'm going to leave him out. Connor Norby, Gavin Williams, Keaton Mitchell, Jaquan McMillan. That's my four. Who did I leave out, and who's the athlete of the year?
I mean, that's the Mount Rushmore right there for sure. I mean, I don't think you can. I mean, I don't think you can really throw anybody else in there. I mean, might make an argument for Holden Ahlers the way he played down the stretch, but
Ahlers, maybe a Tristan Newton.
Yeah, Tristan Newton, the way he's played and finished last year, but he didn't have the greatest sophomore year. If Jaden would have stayed, he would have been up there.
Yeah.
The basketball thing always throws me off because, like, the season extends into 2 different years.
Right.
So, that's tough. Football with the resurgence, it's the most important sport. I feel like you have to pick a football player.
First 1,000-yard rushing season since 13.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Keaton Mitchell. I mean, he was a game changer. You take you can say you take Keaton Mitchell or Jaquan McMillan away, and you probably aren't going to a bowl game for sure. But I'll go Keaton Mitchell because he touches the ball more. But Jaquan's up there, and then I mean, the baseball front, they're a team getting to the to the final 16 in the country, so you can make a fair argument in terms of they're the more prominent program on a national stage. But I still think you got to go football, and given the importance of the sport, I'm going to go Keaton Mitchell.
All right, we need to do some kind of we'll call it like the Pirate Award or something. And you'll understand what I mean when I say the nominees. It'll be like Matt Bridges, Cam Colmore, like Warren Saba, Bruce Bivens, J.J. Miles, just like elder statesmen who are kind of glue, who kind of hold things together. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if we have to award just one, but they should be recognized as a group, I think.
Yeah, I think all of those guys have had their moments. Definitely all worthy of recognition. If I have to choose one, for me, it's Matt Bridges. He was dominant and picked up the save in the only super regional win in program history.
Yeah.
Which to me, as a true freshman, then he blows out his elbow, comes back for a 6th year. Like, I mean, he's just all those guys have awesome stories, but Matt Bridges, given that he pitched and closed out the biggest win in program history, and arguably one of the biggest wins in ECU athletics history of any sport, I think he's got to take that honor, given the career he had and the achievements he had, and he closed out the regional this past year as well to send ECU to Vanderbilt.
I was going to do a freshman of the year, but maybe it should be newcomer of the year. And this one still gets tricky for me, Igoe. You'll have to help me out. But like from baseball standpoint, did Wisenhunt and Moylan play in the short 2020 season?
Yeah, they both.
Yeah, they were here. So
excuse me, Moylan was a true freshman this past season. Wisenhunt was a 2nd-year freshman. He pitched, I think, a third of an inning, if that, in 2020.
Right, so they both kind of fit, but Moylan especially fits the criteria for first year here, because I wanted to throw Ryan Jones in there, maybe a Tegan Wilk, and heck, we want to see a lot more, but I really like Brandon Johnson, R.J. Felton, but I don't know if they've done enough to win an award yet. But how about like first year Pirates? Who did I leave out? Who stands out as the best this year?
That's a good one. Tegan, actually, he's in the similar boat that that Wisenhunt was in. He actually played some in 2020.
Oh, okay.
I think he was a second-year freshman this year. But I think Ryan Jones has to take that honor. You know, you can make a case DJ Ford played a pretty big role as a first-year guy from North Carolina. There were some other pitchers and players on the baseball team that stepped up in their first years. But Ryan Jones, I mean, the second half of the season he was probably one of the top tight ends in the league outside of the guys in Cincinnati. So I feel like Jones, I mean, he led the team in receiving touchdowns. I believe it was a guy named Flip Brock who said that Pirate tight ends wouldn't have 15 catches combined all year. And I think Ryan Jones finished with how many yards? So I'm going to go Jones.
Okay, thanks for putting that one back on me. It's called a reverse jinx, Steven. What are you, 12? You don't understand these things? That's why I say stuff like that.
That's why you tweeted at me after, like...
You came at me first, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do, not respond?
I mean, just admit you got one wrong.
I got it wrong. I was way off. I'm happy about it. Thank you for finally breaking the tight end drought. Sick of talking about Bryce Williams. Bryce will join us tomorrow at 5, by the way. Mike P. points out we left somebody out. He says the freshman of the year is Owen Daffer. Onside versus Marshall. Game winner against Navy. Big part of the Memphis win. Igoe, we overlooked Owen Daffer. Admit you were wrong.
Owen Daffer redshirted last year, so he's a second-year player.
Wait. But did he play?
Newcomer.
He didn't kick, though.
Oh, he's not a newcomer if he's with the program last year.
Did you think about him during our discussion? Be honest. Or you just...
Oh, because
okay.
Because it was the Newcomer of the Year award. So see that as first-year player.
All right. I go with the technicality there, Mike. Take that. I go a little feisty here with everything going on. I like it. All right. What else, Steven? Anything? I was thinking about doing our own Broyles Award so we can give one to Blake Harrell. Or would it be Jeff Palumbo?
Coach of the Year.
Say what?
I was going to say Coach of the Year.
It's got to be Houston, though, right?
Yeah, if you go Coach of the Year.
Does Cliff Godwin listen to this show?
Cliff Godwin's probably texting me right now and reminding me who.
This could be really bad.
But no. I mean, obviously Cliff Godwin.
It's about expectations. You look at NBA Coach of the Year and the champion. You know, it's or NFL. It's whoever was predicted somewhere and finishes above that. Cliff Godwin made his own bed by being so successful that it's hard to give him Coach of the Year because we expect him to be so damn good every year. So it's one of those things.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you could do it, you would give out co-coaches of the year. But I know that you're not a fan of that, so I'm going to give it to Mike Houston. If I had to give it to an assistant coach, I'd give it to Blake Harrell for the same reasons. Like Palumbo does an incredible job. Honorable mention, though, to Steve Ellis, the cornerbacks coach. I feel like ever since he's come into the program, the corners have just been taking their game to another level. Jaquan McMillan gets a lot of pub, but Malik Flemon's really been good too, consistently the past year and a half, 2 years. So I think Coach Ellis is one of the best in the business.
How about the biggest miss? I go baseball, basketball, football. Who is the Pirate that you thought was going to be here playing for one of these teams that's not here this year? Who stands out?
Like recruiting?
Yeah. Not really a Jaden Gardner situation, but like we could have used that guy.
That's a good one. I have to rack my brain just because there are so many transfers and recruiting targets that end up not making it.
By the way, while you think about it, I like your article on Hoist the Colors about ECU players that transferred and how they fared in 2021. Folks can check that out if you're interested. Feel good for Darius Penix. He had a good year.
Yeah, all those guys, it's amazing how many of them got hurt, which is just more bad luck than anything. But can I go Winston Tabbs?
Oh, yeah. No, that's a great one.
But not having him available to play, I feel like, is a major blow to the basketball team. And again, we talk about it. Yeah, there was a risk in taking him because of the history of injuries, but now he injures his other knee, according to Coach Dooley's comment. So it's like, what are the odds of that? And, it's just, if you have him with the the way this team's playing right now, I feel like you have a legitimate chance to finish in the top half of the American. As he's a 13, 14 points a game scorer. That's such a difference, and it just hurts to miss him for the entire year.
Yeah, no, that's a good call, and that is very timely. That stinks. East Carolina did pick up a win today in basketball. Stephen, Pirates were double-digit favorites and had to eke it out by 1 point. Kind of a reverse from what they've been doing. They've been having pretty good first halves and then struggling in the second half. This time they had to come from behind to get the win in regulation, as that one went down to a poorly attempted three-quarter court shot by Southern Miss. East Carolina missing a free throw, the front end of a 1-and-1 down the stretch. But Pirates get the win. Not a lot of people were super excited about it, but they finished the non-conference 9-3.
Yeah, and I'd have to go back and listen to our game-by-game picks, but I believe that this is about what we expected from.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think we had them either at 9-3 or 8-4. Like, I feel like this team is exactly who we thought they were. Not to quote the late great Dennis Green, but I just, they have zero. And this is not a knock on the team, but if you look at it from a numbers and resume perspective, they have zero quality wins. As you've mentioned, they've lost every game they've been underdogs in. They've won every game they've been favored in.
They have no quality wins. They have not been upset. They are right there in the middle, Steve.
They're just an average team, and the good news is, I don't know if this is good or bad, the league seems kind of down. There are 4 teams in the American with a lower net in terms of, actually, I guess a higher net, but behind ECU in the net rankings.
Can I guess them? Is it Temple?
Yeah, I think Temple's below ECU.
USF?
Yes.
Is Tulane down there?
Yes.
And then Tulsa?
I think Tulsa is the last one. I'm not 100% sure, though. I'd have to double check. I just looked at how many teams there were. But
gotcha.
There are 6 ahead and 4 behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be dogs in a lot of your conference games. Although the conference slate gets off to a winnable start. Wichita State at home. But then I mentioned it earlier. Let me pull it up real quick. I know you got Tulane in that mix. So it's at South Florida versus Tulane at Temple. So your first 4, you need to get it. You need to do what, Steven? 2-2 there at least?
2-2 minimum.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time we say that, they end up going like 1-3 or something.
Yeah.
Ideally you go 3-1 because I don't remember when the stretch starts, but there is just an absolutely brutal stretch where they face like Memphis and Houston and Cincinnati.
All right, so after Temple, at Cincinnati versus Memphis versus UCF, at Houston, at Memphis versus Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, that could very well be 0-6.
Yeah. So, need to win those.
That's rough, yeah.
All right, John Moody says, sounds like Stephen Igoe is in the mood for 40 bowls in 14 days. All right, well, Shirley, let's hit the music real quick.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
Rock 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days. 14 days.
All right, Steven, while that was playing, I walked into the other room and I grabbed our sheets of ECU basketball predictions. I had at this point in the season East Carolina, let me double check, 6. I had us 8-4. They are playing above my expectations, Steven.
Wow.
Because I had them losing to Tim Kraft's Gardner-Webb Bulldogs. You had them 3, 6. This is why Igoe's the basketball expert. You had them at 9-3. You did have them losing to Old Dominion here at home in the rematch. But to your credit, you had them beating Indiana State or Old Dominion in Myrtle Beach. So
I just predicted a win in the third Myrtle Beach game.
Yep, the Davidson game.
Yeah.
So 9-3, well done. I got them 8-4 right here, and we both.
I'll take it.
We both have them beating Wichita State coming up next week.
Sticking with it. I don't know why, but I hate that there won't be a home court advantage.
Yeah.
But I'm still going ECU.
All right, Igo, let's pick one more bowl game for you here. Let's go to the Fun Bowl, a.k.a. the Sun Bowl. And this is a weird matchup. This is what's good about bowls, these weird, odd matchups you'll never see in the regular season. This is 12:30 on CBS, and I don't know if I can even figure out the date on this thing. I believe it is on December 31st. That sounds about right, New Year's Eve. It will be 12:30 on CBS, Sun Bowl Stadium, El Paso. Washington State versus Miami. Is this like the two schools furthest apart that could play a football game? Washington State versus Miami, both teams 7-5. Do you need a line, Steven, or are you ready to make your pick?
I need a line.
All right. Let's see what the line of this game is going to be. Both teams 7-5. Washington State is a 1.5 point dog. It'll be Miami minus 1.5. So basically close to a pick 'em here, Steven. That's not going to help you one way or the other.
I had zero faith in either team, but I definitely have zero faith in Miami going to El Paso and playing a quality football game in a coaching transition. I think Washington State may be in the same boat. I don't know what exactly their coaching situation is. I know they had to get rid of them mid-season. Don't really follow Washington State football, but I'm going to go with the Wazoo. I'm going to go with Wazoo to go down to the Sun Bowl, get it done. By the way, Flip, everybody might hate the intro to 40 Bowls in 14 days, but I actually love it. I'm probably the only person in Greenville who turns up my radio for that segment.
Hell yeah, Steven. Thank you, man. Glad to hear that.
Brian North did enjoy it today.
He likes it. A lot of people. Brian
Tony
Bailey,
Collins.
Tony likes it. Brian Bailey does not like it. Mully doesn't like it. Mully doesn't like anything.
I'm shocked there.
Yeah. So, you're probably in the minority, Steven, of people that like it, but it's fun. We got one more day of it after today. So, anyway. All right. Well, check out hoistthecolors.net. We'll talk to you Monday live from Annapolis, Igo, hopefully. But, I don't know. Final thoughts on the Military Bowl. You like the Pirates' chances on Monday?
Yeah, I do. I would like them more if all these rumors about multiple offensive linemen opting out come true. Like one of their writers who has like 400 followers on Twitter tweeted out basically that 4 of their starters are going to opt out on the offensive line. 3 of them are like NFL picks. So if that happens, I really like ECU's chances. A lot of this, I feel like, I think Boston College probably has more talent, but watching some of their games, especially offensively, I don't think they utilize their scheme, I don't think their scheme utilizes their offensive talent extremely well. And if they play that same way in the bowl, I think it does kind of play an ECU style defensively. So I expect a lower scoring game, but I do think East Carolina finds a way to pull out a close victory.
All right, sounds good. Tell Erica I said happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Erica.
Tell Slater I said what's up? And have a Merry Christmas, Steven. Oh, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? I hate Christmas movies.
Wow.
I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably go Elf.
Okay.
Classic.
Or is it Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
He turns into Santa Claus.
Yep.
That's a pretty good one.
That is a good
Have
one.
you seen all 3?
I've seen the first 2. Whichever one where it's like the fake Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's number 2.
It's in the 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one sucks. So first one.
And I'm assuming do you have a favorite Christmas song? I'm gonna say you don't.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Duh.
All right, he does.
I thought he was going to say, I hate Christmas music.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, everybody's favorite Christmas song.
Hello.
The greatest song of all time. All right, Steven, thanks, buddy.
All right. See you guys.
Later.
See ya.
Why do you say that so matter-of-factly? Like, hey, idiot. Or, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ever heard of it?
Mary, did you know?
Shiny nose, reindeer games. Get with the program. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Did he do like a thing?
I feel like he did.
Did he do a Z-Snap thing with that?
No.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? What are you talking about?
You know he did the hair flip.
Yeah, he flipped it. Like,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean,
as if. All right.
do the share flip. You know
Donner and Dasher and like all the other reindeer.
Who knew?
But like, do you recall?
I mean,
the most
like the
famous reindeer.
I mean, really?
Of them all, like it's crazy.
All right.
Like, hello.
Let us now open up the treasure chest one more time today. We are down to 2 prizes, folks. That's right. 2 prizes.
2 more chances for Chad.
I was on a hiatus the last hour. I asked Shirley Rhodes.
Wait, where were you? Where have you been?
I had to go visit a client.
All right.
Serious stuff.
You're on a 1-hour hiatus.
Yeah, so
sabbatical.
I asked Shirley who was our winner, and she said Chad, and I said, what? But it wasn't Chad Moore.
It was Chad Brooks.
Chad Brooks. Congratulations. Let's see if it can be Chad Moore now.
All right, 317-1250. Call now. Caller 12 is a winner. We will find out who our winner is and what you have won when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2021 Buick Encore GX and save over $2,000 off, or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
'Tis the season to be holly jolly and healthy. Purple Blossom Yoga Studio is Greenville's premier freestanding studio, locally owned and operated right in the heart of Uptown Greenville on Evans Street. Purple Blossom Yoga offers a wide variety of yoga classes, aerial yoga, sound baths, private group sessions, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga's holiday gift card event is the perfect gift to put under the tree. It's the gift that will keep on giving, health and wellness all year round. Visit us online at purpleblosomyogastudio.com or our social media for our class and event schedule, studio information, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform into a new you.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Every team knows that the 2-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And a quick Buccaneers scoreboard update for you. The ECU women pick up their second win in a row as they defeated Maryland Eastern Shore by a final of 85-57. That is your scoreboard, brought to you by the Buccaneer Music Hall. And Christmas is upon us, and in honor of the holidays, the Buck has a special Christmas night planned. The Eli Craig Band will start at 10 o'clock, and ladies get in free. The Buck will also have an ugly Christmas sweater contest. You can wear that tacky sweater, and the winner gets 2 tickets to their huge New Year's Eve bash, which features Mikhail Buck and Cooper Greer. You can come, drink, be merry, and wear your favorite Christmas sweater, ugly or not, on December 25th. And, of course, the Buck is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in Eastern North Carolina. You can follow the Buck on social media for the latest news and updates, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now, let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, Da Buck. Shout out to Kim McNeil and Joe Dooley, basketball coaches, both picking up a win today at home. That is the last conference game, non-conference game, obviously, for Joe Dooley's Pirates. For the women, let's see what they got on the horizon. They are done.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the last one before the first of the year.
They'll be at it on New Year's Day, January 1st at SMU on the road. So there you go. All right, we open up the treasure chest. We have 2 prizes left in the chest, and we have 2 more winners to make. We'll do one coming up Wednesday in the 5 o'clock hour when Bryce Williams joins us, and we will do one right about now. As on the Pirate Radio Live line, John Matthews was caller 12. He is hanging on. Hello, John.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, man. Is this your first time winning the treasure chest?
Yes, it is, after years of trying.
Congratulations. We got a first-timer here on the line with us. Where are you calling from, John?
Winterville.
All right, and what do you do?
I work for ECU, actually.
Okay, great. What do you do over there?
Super top secret, I can't tell you.
Ooh, interesting. All right. John Matthews, our winner. John, let's get the Christmas questions out of the way. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Bad Santa.
Hey, now we're talking. I hadn't heard that one yet.
Bad Santa.
That's a great answer.
That's a good one.
It's great.
And
everyone's going with like the classics
I know.
and stuff. I like
Bad Santa. Now that is one, and I hadn't really watched a Christmas movie this December, so I need to get into that, and that is one that I do want to watch again. I hadn't seen it in a while. All right, how about, do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Not really. I think maybe White Christmas is a classic.
There you go. Chandler, Shirley, any questions for John Matthews?
I think you too. You're an ECU fan, right, John?
Yes.
Are you going to the Military Bowl?
No, I won't be able to this year.
Okay.
He's got some top secret work going on.
Top secret. Shirley, you got any questions for John?
No, John, do you have any questions for me?
What time do you get off tonight?
Hey!
When this show ends.
John, are you part of the football royalty Clay Matthews, Bruce Matthews family?
I wish.
You're getting some nice Christmas gifts.
Are you related to frequent Facebook commenter Robert Matthews?
No.
Okay.
That is.
All right.
Yeah.
Former Eagle Ryan Matthews? No? All right. Anyway, moving on. John, we got 2 prizes left. $200 gift card to Factory Mattress and a $100 gift card to Halo Homes. So both great prizes. Any particular one you want here?
It really doesn't matter. Just whichever one comes up.
Yeah, we got 2 good ones here to end it on. So now we will pick John's prize, and we will know what tomorrow's winner, caller 12, will receive as well. But let's find out first what John gets. Shirley, let's open up the treasure chest. Glad to report that there are indeed 2 strips of paper left, so we did the math correct this year. All right, John, you are the winner of a $100 gift card to Halo Homes. They got a lot of cool stuff there, so check them out online, John, and pick out something good. Congratulations, man.
All right, thanks a lot.
And Jonathan will contact you and tell you how you can redeem your prize. So he'll be getting in touch with you. Have a Merry Christmas, John, and keep up the good secret work you're doing over there at ECU.
All right, just don't tell anybody, okay?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about it. Just me and you talking here. Have a good one.
Later, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
This is, I wonder if there's some X-Files stuff going on over there, man.
We might be a part of it, us being with the...
I want to believe.
Pirate Illuminati.
Yeah, I wonder if he is involved with Morgan Ehlers and the strings and everything going on.
Local politics.
Local politics, bud. We got
campus politics, bud.
Some best ofs coming up Thursday, Friday. I'm gonna try to do all military bowl kind of lead up there, so we'll hear a lot of the interviews with Houston, Kirkpatrick, Harrell, the players, Kevin Monroe from Jeff Charles Show, our BC people we've talked to, and we'll talk to Tyler Calvaruso from BC, get that perspective on Wednesday.
Power of BC.
Thank you. But at some point next week, I do have, we got to reset those callers. We got to get the Gary and Larry, but also we're going to go way back to 7 Damn Gaps guy.
7 Damn Gaps.
Joe? Was that his
We've
name?
got to go to Mike in South Carolina, who wanted Mike Houston fired after a 7-5 season.
Yeah, maybe we'll play that one again.
He started his call with, I wonder if we can get Skip Holtz back.
When are we going to, what did he say, start holding Mike Houston accountable?
Yes. And that we were nut riders.
Oh man, bunch of nut riders over here. So we'll recap some of the fifth quarter calls as part of our best of. Looking forward to that. I want to hear Joe again, the 7 Damn Gaps guy.
And Sally's Soup Kitchen or something like that.
Sally in Soup Kitchen.
Yeah.
Man, that was good. All right, let's congratulations to John Matthews. We have one prize left, and it is a $200 gift card to Factory Mattress. And whoever is caller 12 tomorrow in the 5 o'clock hour will win that prize. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I'll recap all of our winners so far when we return. And we'll have more for you on this Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The busiest travel days of the year will soon be here. What better way to arrive at Grandma's house, or any house, than in a beautiful new vehicle? Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. The new models are a feast for the eyes, and as comfortable as mashed potatoes and apple pie. And comfortable is the way you feel each and every time you visit our dealership. Come in and get you one. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come in and see our holiday savings. You'll drive home satisfied.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey, this is Glenn from Naughty Life in Washington. If you're looking for a great Christmas gift for family or friends, we've got something perfect for you, featuring apparel, hats, candles, designer bags, sunglasses, Yeti, to decor for your home, plus Christmas ornaments, and so much more. And as always, we have the absolute best gift wrapping provided with all purchases, and the wrapping is totally free. Naughty Life, located on Main Street in the heart of downtown Washington. From the entire Naughty Life team, we wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at unionbanknc.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. It all started with that Michigan State alum. The story is next.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
So why not a bowl game, guys?
And probably maybe USF.
What do they got this year?
Not a clue.
I thought he was going to say not much.
You're honest.
Not much.
God bless your honesty.
11 coming back.
App State is really the pivotal game if you want to go to a bowl. I'm going to say it.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud.
Last month, a Michigan State alum dropped by the Spartans athletics department and had a check out of his personal account. It was made out for $32 million. He said, "Give it to the football coach, Mel Tucker. That should get the ball rolling for a contract extension." Soon thereafter, Tucker had a $95 million deal for 10 years. I think that's $9.5 million per year. It sent shockwaves through college athletics. Michigan State, a good program, but certainly not a blue blood, is paying its football coach $95 million. In the we have to keep up with the Joneses world of college athletics, you just knew a new era was coming. Now Lincoln Riley at USC and Brian Kelly at LSU are over $100 million. They can thank this guy at Michigan State. He can spend his millions any way he wants to, but I wonder what $32 million would do to make the world a better place than to give it to a football coach. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, Office Coordinator for ECU Football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was up 560 points and closed at 35,492. NASDAQ was ahead 360 at 15,341. The S&P was ahead 81 points and closed at 4,649. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, they're on the blue turf in Idaho, and Wyoming has a 28-24 lead over Kent State. 6:46 left to go in the third quarter in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. So a quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Pirates win. Pirate women win earlier today. 2 basketball victories on this Tuesday. Both of those teams off for a while now as they will prepare for conference play. It'll be December 29th. Minji's Coliseum, 7 o'clock against Wichita State for Dooley's Pirates. For Kim McNeil's team, it'll be New Year's Day, the December 1st. Good grief. Sometimes I just need like a reset button. For Kim McNeil's Pirates, it'll be New Year's Day on the road against SMU.
Way to go, buddy. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Way to go, Grasshopper.
Let's see if he can do it one more time. Do it. One more time.
The ECU women's basketball team will be back in action coming up New Year's Day, January 1st, as I like to call it, against SMU, who I like to call the Mustangs.
Well done.
He did so good.
Yes, he did.
He did so good.
Goodness gracious. All right. We got week 15 finally ending. Week 16 begins in 2 nights.
You've got to go home and watch a football game.
I got to watch a football team play a football game.
Play a football team in a football game.
Garrett Gilbert is the starting quarterback for Washington.
Just check the line. It is still at 9.5 plus 335 is the Washington football team.
Keep jacking it up.
It hasn't moved up in about an hour, but I would look to see in and week out, hour in and hour out in the next hour and a half.
To
see where that line goes.
I love Washington tonight plus the points. Why? It's just going to be
Ra Rivera.
In my mind, I'm seeing a gross game. I'm seeing a lot of punts, some turnovers.
So you're taking
field goals.
You're going to take the under 46.5. Now that has gone up.
Okay, you're looking at the wrong game, son.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say so you're going to take the under 40 points.
If I went one way or the other, I would. 17-13 final, something like that.
I mean, we watched a game the other night, Sunday night, 9-0.
9.
Saints and the Buccaneers.
I didn't watch 1 second of that. Instead, I watched Jackie Brown. For the first time ever, and it was good.
Can I give you a slight stat to consider?
Absolutely.
For your football team?
Yes.
If they were to win tonight,
yes,
they would be the first team in NFL history to win on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday in the same season.
All right. Making history, bud.
Wait a minute. That's not a slight stat to consider. That is a major stat to consider.
Well, I was saying a slight stat to consider because they'd have to win in order to...
A potential.
A potential.
A potential stat to consider.
Yes.
If that happens, make sure you bring it up tomorrow, Shirley.
Stat to consider.
If I can remember.
Yeah. Try to.
I'm sure you could remember that, but I can't.
I'll have a lot of stats ready to go if we beat the Eagles.
I expect a lot of maroon and gold if they win.
Hey, Jim Zorn, we call it burgundy.
Oh, burgundy gold. Oh God.
Yeah.
Maroon,
I would've said
burgundy,
maroon, too.
red. I don't know what it is.
How about y'all take maroon 5 and get the hell out of here?
Hold on. That earned it. You earned that
and
one.
I can't wait if the Washington football team does win tonight to tell all of you Philly scum just how much of low-life losers you are. If Washington wins tonight. If they lose tonight, I won't have anything to say. So, y'all are great people. Salt of the earth. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Good bunch.
But if Washington wins, I'm going to tell you how you're no different than the mud that is lodged into those divots on the bottom of my shoe.
Good Lord.
But, again, if they lose, I hope your families are doing well.
Family!
Monday is going to be a great day for me because not only are we going to be
working all day.
Yeah.
While we're off.
Watching the Military Bowl. But then Monday night, it's the Dolphins and the Saints. Monday Night Football.
And y'all are hot.
6-game winning streak, baby.
Red hot.
Hot.
And the Saints are struggling. Where's that
Which
at?
is very disappointing because I like Taysom Hill. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he's fun to watch, but Must you do that?
I'm sorry. No, I had a bad line.
He mustn't.
I like Taysom
I think it's
Hill.
the sausage balls from yesterday.
This one is in Nolans.
Nolans.
And the Saints are a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, screw that.
And not a lot of belief in the offenses. The total is 38.5 for that game Monday night. But
I don't know. I say that, they're not going to score a lot of points in this game, but then again, I expected a high-scoring game with the Buccaneers the other night, and it was a freaking 9-0 game. So
maybe that's why it's so low. These people believing in the Saints' defense. But yeah, the Dolphins have been on quite a run with the Patriots losing. They have the longest winning streak in football right now. So,
and when's the last time you heard that?
Probably since they had the
I was
Marx
an
brothers.
infant.
Yeah, way back in the day when Don Shula was on the sidelines. All right, so we have another break.
Yes, we have another break.
Let's take it. We got a lot done that segment. We got a lot accomplished.
Yeah, we did.
And we'll accomplish even more when we return after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
The town of Farmville will be celebrating their 150th anniversary with a black tie gala on Saturday, January 15th from 7 until 11 p.m. at the historic Farmville Train Depot. There will be a catered meal provided by Myrtle Grove and music by the fantastic Rakeem Walker Project. Tickets are $75 per person or $650 for a reserved table for 8 and can be purchased by calling 753-4671. All proceeds benefit the Farmville Chamber of Commerce. Join us for a night of celebration for the town of Farmville at the Black Tie Gala on Saturday, January 15th.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com, or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chakawinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio.
Give us a chance. We're going to be different. We're going to play with a lot of fire and intensity, and we're not going to back down from anybody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Oh, this show has gone completely off the rails during the break. Welcome back. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. Go to YouTube and search for Pirate Radio TV and subscribe today. You can watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. The Bud Light pregame tailgating, U.S. Cellular fifth quarter on game days as well. Just go to YouTube, search Pirate Radio TV, and click on that subscribe button. Now let's head back to the show. Here's clip.
I got a little bit of the senioritis, the Christmas-itis going on, maybe.
Hey, I got it. I know I have it.
But
got a bad case of it.
We have fun, and we're going to have more fun coming up on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, our final edition of Pirate Radio Live in 2021. And we are packed and stacked. We got Ronnie Woodward.
What?
Will make an appearance to recap our ECU football over-unders that we did before the season.
That's right. Okay.
So we'll grade our papers and talk about that. Planning to hook up with Jeff Charles. Planning to hook up with Tyler Calvaruso from Boston College 24/7. Former ECU tight end Bryce Williams, Troy D will be here. We have a treasure chest. We got 1,040 bowls in 14 days. You know what? We might have to carry this over to the bowl game, to the pregame show.
I do not object.
Yeah, we might have to do that, actually. So all that, more guests. We'll have a lot of fun coming up on Wednesday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. All right, Chan Man.
Go Washington football team.
Go team, baby. Let's go. Shirley Rhodes.
Haystacks tomorrow.
CJ Schaefer. Haystacks. It's Haystack Wednesday here at Pirate Radio. We will see you then. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, get ready. The UBE Pirate Preview is on the air on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Now, live from the ECU Fan Shopping Headquarters inside University Book Exchange in Uptown Greenville, here's your host, Jeff Charles.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in to UBE. We're live at University Book Exchange, uptown in Greenville, our Pirate Preview show. Usually we're here on Fridays at noon, but this is our special Military Bowl show, and we're with you for the next hour right here at UBE, so come by and see us. We're open for business, as we always are, when we come on with our UBE Pirate Preview show. We have a big